Oh no! Can you believe this game is almost done? I'm kind of choked up about it. Just a little sad about that because Super Mario RPG is great, and this has been great. The remake's been great. You've been great. Everybody's been great. I've enjoyed this tremendously. I'm definitely going to be doing the post game stuff. I hear it's difficult, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. You go ahead and greet folks in chat. Thanks for coming in early, everybody. How's it going, Major Rage TV? First, as always, in our hearts and in chat today. DD Dragon said no. I was confused. I thought my stream went down or something. I don't know. John, what's going on over on YouTube? How are you? I didn't feel like talking to yourself. That's what the streamers got to do. Dan, Gluten Morgan to you too, good sir. How are you? Thanks for being here. And, yeah, thanks also to Dayoxer. You hear I'm alive. That's false rumors. False rumors. Whoa, Krypton over on Twitch today. How's it going? Where's all the good Final Fantasy games at? 2 decades ago? I don't know. It's weird to be excited for Final Fantasy again. You know, the whatever they're calling it, Resonance or something. Whatever gibberish title they're going to give it. I'll play that. Yeah, you know. I get it's an expansion and remake of a mobile game, but I'll take it. I don't know, maybe they'll make FF17 look like that. That's the way they go. John, yesterday was your birthday? Really? Happy birthday. My wife's birthday was also yesterday. So you share a birthday with my wife. Happy birthday to you and happy birthday to Blyfu, the real lifeu waifu. Red is clearly an AI. I am. No, Resonance isn't new, but I am sure you know that there is a new release of Resonance coming out, right? That will be... I was very careful, DD Dragon, to word my tweet as a new Final Fantasy release, not a new Final Fantasy game, because I know there's a lot of pedants out there. I, for one, am thrilled about Resonance. Yeah, no, it'll be cool. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 14. They didn't announce a date for that, right? If I recall correctly, they did not announce a date for it, but I don't know. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Revelation. To anybody who cares, congratulations on getting the 3rd entry. We'll see if they continue to milk that franchise. I'm sure they will. I haven't played Rebirth. I'm not in a rush to play Rebirth, so maybe I'll get around to that. Reworked slump. Well, they took out the gacha mechanics, first of all. And it is a new turn-based Final Fantasy game to me, because I did not play the original. I don't play mobile games. How's it going, Mr. Tempered? What's happening? Did you recover after the Bears comment the other day? Good to see you, as always. Fortnite Fantasy Revelation. Yeah, whatever they gotta do. I don't know. Relevation. You played it for years? Oh, so you're the one eating slop then, huh? That's the way it goes. You had beer nightmares. Oh, bear nightmares. Oh, shoot. Don't watch Annihilation. Or The Revenant. Revenant is basically a continuation of Brave Exodus, but without the gacha elements. Exactly, yeah. Third Strongest Mole, how's it going? More curious what Resonance means for Square's attitude towards turn-based rather than anything. Well, it's a Team Asano game, right? So, like, you've got that element of that team doing that sort of thing, right? So it kind of pushes it a little more mainline, and that's what I think a lot of the silverbacks like yourselves and like myself were hoping for, is a new Final Fantasy that would be turn-based. I've heard a lot of calls for pixel art. I'm not super, you know, I don't need a specific art style. I'll take it over the grim, dark, hyper-realistic look, though. Excuse me. Calling Residents mobile slot when we got in Strangers in Paradise. Final Fantasy VII R and FF16 is rich. Yes, rolling in that richness. Let's see. Likely not gonna find it. You go find that true. Most watchers are on Twitch. Yeah, I started on Twitch, and I've never really bothered to build an audience on YouTube. So most everybody's on Twitch. YouTube's here just for the convenience of it, and if anybody wants to watch the VODs, they're on there. So, yeah, looking forward to them not treating it like a mobile game.
Yes, just a minute. I'll be there in a second. Oh, my. Gloomhairdy, what are you doing here? Bowser, it's been ages, hasn't it? Sorry about going AWOL on you. I ran away because I was scared to fight Smithy. A lot has happened since then, but look how far I've come. I'm managing this store now. And look, here are my little ones. Come on, show your manners and greet Uncle Bowser. Hi, Uncle Bowser. Although I can't fight for you, I still have some items you can use. Maybe you'll find it in your heart to forgive me if I can help you get equipped. Don't worry. I'm not angry with you. I've got new minions now, and we're going to reclaim my castle. You go on with your life here. I wish you the best.
Aw, sensitive Bowsy.
I want to help too, please, can we?
Oh, yeah, they sell stuff? Oh, it's so stupid mushroom. I'll buy one out of pity. There we go. What can I get for you? Well, let's see. What do you got? Spiked chomp. Yes. And courage shell. I'll take it. Okay, cool. Welcome back to the dock side, Clifton. Oh, what's up, Evan Rosman 9226 over on YouTube. How's it going, Evan? Thanks for joining us. Are you a first-time watcher? Let's see what it is. But the unified channel experience has been tough for us to talk. Yeah, that's a good point. I could put it on if you'd like. Because that is a little weird, huh? Like, I could put it on, and then maybe I could shrink this screen. I don't know. What do you think? We could try that for a little bit. See what folk want to do. Oh, that's not helpful. So teeny. Something like that, right? I think that's what it looks like. Okay, nah, it's being weird now. In case you haven't figured it out yet, we're basically pointing a, what? Why can't I can't. Pointing a camera at a TV. Like a real TV. There it is. Squish them. There we go. Something like that. It's not as longish, but I think it's pretty good. Oh, Evan, you are new here. Cool. Thanks for joining us. We're playing through every Super Nintendo RPG released in English during the lifetime of the system. Got 4 left. So if you're a fan of Super Nintendo RPGs and retro in general, we're kind of cheating here. We're playing the remake for Super Mario RPG, as you can see. But I've played the original plenty of times, so this was just a little indulgence, you know? Yeah, does this look okay for the screen? Let's see. Let me catch up here on chat. Just waiting for Suikoden Starleap. I think I missed that one. Somebody here excited for the Ocarina of Time remake? Sarge Smash, how's it going? We're trying to fight Culex right now? I don't think so. There you go. Our bubbies over on YouTube are back. And please welcome Evan. He's a new viewer here, and we're glad to have new viewers. Oh, also thanks to the new followers, Marcio HD _ Rumple Feathers, Johnny Boombots, and Aaron's Aaron. Thanks for the follows. I appreciate it. If you weren't around on Twitch the other day, I raided Marcio HD, and we got a really great dance. It was awesome. A raid dance. Feel free to rest here. The 3 musty fears. Okay, I will. Evan, you wrote and published an illustrated novel which takes place in the 1990s. It has a Game Boy reference in it. Permission to reveal the title? Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it's cool to see the mobile games get off of mobile. I don't like playing games on mobile, so getting them off of there, you know.
That's great. Nice to meet you. I'm Greeper. And I'm Boo. And I'm Dry Bones. We are the three musty fears. This axe is a gift from the Tsarina of Tokyo. He's sleeping. Boy, he sure is. Check those bubbles coming out of his nose. That's disgusting. Maybe he can still hear us while he's asleep. Hey, yo! We want to play a round of Find the Flag. Right, we'll each hide a flag somewhere around the world. Yeah, find all 3 flags and you'll get an awesome prize. We'll go and hide the flags. See you when we get back.
Oh, I forgot about this.
They'll be back. I'm back. I hid my flag behind a wooden flower. I'm home. My flag's under a green bed. I'm back. You'll never guess my spot. It's between O and A. Our flags are invisible, so search very carefully when you think you've found the spot. I think I remember. Farewell and good morning.
Okay, let's go to find the flags.
Yeah, let's go find the flags. I think that's what we're going to do. Fantasian was a good one to get off mobile. Yeah, it was on Apple Arcade, right? Wasn't it? Shadow Protection, Morty and Shorty. Where's it available at? Major Rage, not a fan of Ocarina of Time, and I get a lot of flack for it. You know what? You and me both. I think in general, I'm not a huge fan of the Nintendo 64. I like Ocarina of Time, but I don't think it's the best Zelda by any stretch. Always been a bit bitter towards it, Sarge. Haha. Oh, this is not the right town. We gotta go Rose Town. Hope Nintendo treats the remake right. Yeah, I like the kind of like pensive, thoughtful kind of attitude and vibe of the thing right here. Okay, we got the Greeper flag. Okay, between O and A. Dude, this is operating off of 30-year-old memory. Just about. Oh, it's been a long time. Right here. Yes. And then what was the last one? Oh, it's under a green bed, right? I think that is at the Pipe House. I'm shocked that I remembered where all this was. Right here. Mario's pad. Hope that Nintendo treats the remake right. Yeah. Who knows how they're going to do the Great Fairy? That's the big question. I'm sure there's a lot of other things in Ocarina of Time that may or may not get... Yeah, that was it! That may or may not get retconned or changed or... Did we say censored even? Let's see. Sarge Smash Water Temple was horrifying in the N64 version, but it was rectified in 3DS. Prefer A Link to the Past? Link's Awakening. Yeah, I think Link to the Past is the best Zelda. Certainly the best 2D Zelda. And then Link's Awakening is my personal favorite. So we're on the same vibe there. I think generally I have liked every Zelda that I've played. I've never played the CDI ones. But I didn't like Zelda 2 for the longest time. Like a really long time. I had to come around to that. Hey, I found your dumb flags. Twilight Princess. That seems like a bit of a controversy. Good job. You found all 3 flags. Hey, you're not half bad. You did pretty well. We had a great time, too. Thanks for playing our game. Now the grand prize giveaway. Nothing. What is it? Farewell and good morning. What did we get? Imagine if it was nothing. Well, how am I supposed to see what it is? Shoot. I don't remember what it is. What is it? Does anybody know? Does anybody remember? Maybe it's like a... No. Oh, right there. Ghost Metal. Doubles defense during battle. Really? Well, well, well. We're going to have Coin Trick on here. And then, yeah, put the Ghost Metal on our tanky healer, Peach. There you go. I think it was cool for the Link to the Past holds up better. Yeah, I think the 2D stuff holds up better than the early 3D stuff. Oh, I haven't ever gotten through Skyward Sword. I'm going to have to try that someday. Let's see. Scroll through here. Ninja Killer, how's it going? Thanks for joining us, Ninja Killer 76. Good to see ya. How's things been for you? We're playing through Mario RPG, the remake. It's excellent. Yeah, I tend to agree. Major Rage TV being okay for its time doesn't justify the glazing I see online these days. Yeah, I mean, anybody, to my mind, anybody claiming Ocarina of Time is the best Zelda is kind of like, okay. Was it like your first video game, you know? I don't know. Unless you get like actual arguments. Like if somebody's going to make a claim like that, give me some actual arguments, you know? You also did not like Ocarina of Time? Again, I like it, but it's not my favorite. Well, I guess we gotta go to the Bean Valley. I guess. Yeah, and to chime in on Mr. Tempered's comment, nothing wrong with nostalgia at all. But if you use the nostalgia as a basis for a qualitative... Oh, my voice cracked. As a basis for a qualitative claim, then there's a little something going on there. So, CDI Zeldas are better. Some men just want to watch the world burn. Yeah, congratulations on the book. I hope it works out for you, Evan. I myself published a book last year. Let's see. As well, trade streams. Yeah, when are you going to start streaming anyway, Mr. Tempered? I need to play Link Between Worlds. I need to do that. Did I beat all the SNES RPGs? No, Ninja. So I've got Might and Magic 2, Might and Magic 3, Super Ninja Boy, and Terranigma left. So just four games left. Pretty excited about that. But I'm waiting to purchase an FX Pack Pro that'll allow us to play Might and Magic 2 because it was released in PAL only. So I gotta get around that. I did buy a repro cart for Might and Magic 2, but the dude put the Japanese Might and Magic 2 on there, which is a completely different game than the one that they got in PAL. So, yeah. Shwetty28, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. How you doing? Best Zelda was Wand of Gamelon. Like I said, some men want to watch the world burn. You know what? Zelda 1 is great. I feel like not enough people talk up Zelda 1. The very first Legend of Zelda is excellent. Have you ever tried playing Hydelide? And then you play Zelda, you're like, Zelda's amazing. It's so good. Hydelide. Oh yeah, we gotta do the ooh, new attack there. I feel like I missed something at Monstro Town. Does anybody know something I missed? You will stream in 2028. Okay. Oh, I remember what we were talking about. Was it a debt thing? I think I remember we were talking about that. A bad butt streaming gaming rig. One of my favorite things about this chat is the self-censorship stuff. It's never not funny to me. It's always great. Well done. Bad butt. Let's thought peek this stinger, because I don't know if I got the stinger, so let's see. Might have. Yeah, I think we did. Not as cool as the Chain Chomp, but still pretty cool. Bowser's got the best weapons on this game. You also be banned from Twitch. Yeah, are we going to take bets on how fast you will get banned from Twitch? I mean, well, what are you going to do, though? Because, like, they've got people in the nude on here and not getting banned. There was a guy streaming with an avatar wearing a diaper on here, and it took, like, forever for him to get banned. So, I honestly, I don't know. I mean, I know you've got hot takes and stuff, but I don't think they ban people. I don't think they ban people for takes. You know? Heretic of Ethics, how's it going? Hadladalilu. Hadlada. I don't know how to pronounce it. Hidlide? I think that's what it is. Heretic, thanks for joining us. Playing through, not Hidlide. But, we could do that eventually. Play through all the NES RPGs. I've tried it, and I was like, I don't know if I like this. I do know a few guys in the area at Krypton. Yeah, we could definitely get together and do some. I've never played Four Swords Adventures either. I do have a GameCube. I don't have that game. I think I've got 1 or 2 GameCube controllers. Yeah, the old OG Zelda is legit. That's great. Yeah, I like both Zelda 1 and Zelda 2. I like Zelda 1, seems a little more like relaxing to play. Zelda 2 is kind of stressful. It took me forever to come to appreciate Zelda 2. But when I finally did, I was like, okay, this is amazing. I feel like you've got to get through the sequence with Death Mountain. You got to get through Death Mountain, and then it becomes like, okay, I could play this. Mage. Oh, this is a good comment, actually. And I always want to, I just got to say, I wasn't trying to come down on anybody or anything like that. But this is a good, honest comment. And you said you've tried to curtail some of your casual swearing after comment about swearing as flavoring that you should use occasionally. Made a lot of sense to me. Well, that's cool. That's awesome. Oh, that guy ran away. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, it's like I like tahini, as a flavoring. But if you put too much tahini on something, it becomes completely impalatable. Impalatable? Unpalatable. So don't use too much tahini. That's the lesson. That's the lesson of today. Watching what I say will be the tough part? What speech laws are you talking about? Well, I probably don't want to know. Honestly, don't tell me. But I don't think you could get banned from... Well, I don't know. Okay, honestly, like I said, I don't want to know. Hey, was that the right thing to do here? Because I know there's more of this. Yeah. Yeah, oh, it's gonna be a nice day when Mr. Tempered gets his first troll and he gets to see what it's like. See how you like him poo thrown at you, yeah. Zelda 2 was your first Zelda, Shweddy? That's good. I didn't play it back in the day. Seen a GB able to play it with a GameCube. Oh yeah, I'd love to play. Yeah. Exactly. When someone is disputing harassment or threatening people, it's pretty difficult to get banned for chat. I think so. I mean, you could get banned from somebody's, like, official, like, from somebody's channel. But getting banned from Twitch entirely, I don't know. I gotta catch up on here. All the trolls in your stream will ruthlessly doxxed. I mean, that'll do it. Infinite Metal, welcome. How are you? Over the years, it's been funny to see one group of people who think they'll get banned for just about anything on just system, and another group thinking nothing is enforced and people get away with doing anything. Swearing is tired. I am tired. I'm swearing. And each can typically a fun thing like yeah, if you use creative swearing, you know, like gibberish words and stuff like that, it's pretty good. Oh, third strongest mole going back to some Final Fantasy VII PS1 level swearing. I don't have any feelings about it, but somebody was saying it's really weird on the Final Fantasy VII remake series how a character will like actually swear rather than do like the whole like Briffits and Quimps thing. Let's see. Talking about what speech laws you're talking about are a good way for you to get in trouble with said speech laws. Yeah, heretic. As soon as I asked the question, I was like, what could you say to get banned? And then I was like, I probably shouldn't ask that question. So, yeah, we're not gonna go there. Just not gonna entertain that thought at all. Yeah. And believe me, nobody understands getting banned or harassed or threatened or doxxed or canceled for saying something more than I do. So I speak with maximal authority there. Let's see. I swear I've been waiting for a first troll or spam bot since there's not one yet. What? You've never gotten a troll? Mr. Tempered, you need to watch Dan. You need to watch Dan's stream and just find his Anindo and just abuse the snot out of that. Maybe Twitch cracked down on the bots, you know? Maybe. I don't know. Showing the stark differences. Oh, it's hilarious? Yeah, I like the charm of the original. I really do. Maybe I'll get around to playing Rebirth someday. I don't know. Not in a rush. There's already games that I'm way more interested in. Well, well, well. Look at these friendly folk. Let's see what we got here. A troll toll. You could troll me for a fee? A troll toll? Haha! Woo! It's good. That's good. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'd like to think that my sterling personality just invites you to troll without me having to pay you. Like you're compelled to troll me. And what do we got here? Oh, gold thwomp. Or gold chomp chomp. Gold chompu chompu. Why are they gold? I really don't remember this. Let's see. We'll have Mallow do his Mallow thing. Why are you gold? Play with me. Play with me. Give me attention. Oh, dang. This is the... These are influencers right here. This is how I feel sometimes. And then I gotta tweet something horrible. You're gold because you're playing on a CRT? Oh, shoot. Are they not gold on a regular? They're gold. They're really gold. Hold on, Real Estate Tycoon. Oh, that's a great game from Maxis. That's it's good. It's they're gold. Hopefully Mallow doesn't die here. No, why did I do that? I don't know. Go ahead. They were gold because they had coins in them. That's why they were gold. Okay, let's use one of these on my boy. Right here. Now, I think I got that spider before. Now, am I going to need to do, like, grinding for the post-game stuff? Like, how hard is it? Some people have told me it's pretty hard. Is it harder than QLEX? QLEX might get me. I don't know. Maybe I'll one-shot that fool. Oh, speaking of one-shotting, I was pretty proud of myself. We were playing, I was playing through Cuphead again. I one-shot the final boss. Not King Dice. King Dice is pretty rough. But yeah, one-shot the devil. It was great. Is it harder grinding than Disgaea? Oh, I don't know about that. Okay, we're gonna check each and every one of these. Oh yeah, it's harder than Killix? Oh, okay. Hey, so Shwetty, did you do all of the post game stuff? Or what? Alright, let's go down. We're just gonna check all these pipes, I guess. Oh, because they might have good stuff. Oh no. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. A rock candy? Okay. I mean, that's pretty cool. Really cannot catch that guy, huh? Is it harder than deep frying a ham and Swiss sub sandwich? Is that hard? I don't think I've tried that. Is it harder than one-shotting the final boss on Cuphead? Because if it's easier than that, then I got this. How you do it? With Nintendo Directs? Yeah, the thing I like about Nintendo Directs is they tend to be a lot of variety. Like, I'll watch a state of play, I'm like, all of these games are over-the-shoulder action games. Like, your typical cinematic AAA, like, all of them. But, like, Nintendo Directs will tend to be a mix of first-party IP, third-party IP, some indies, a bunch of different platformers, puzzles, action-adventure, RPG, stuff like that. So, I can appreciate that. I did watch this one. And there were a couple things in there. I was like, I would play that. But nothing that I was like, oh, I got to get this. You know, I think the most excited I was from this past Direct is for Rayman Legends Retold. I really like Rayman Legends. That's one of the best platformers I've ever played. The music levels on that are pure joy. Waited 100 years for that, and it was worth it. Pure joy. Like the Black Betty level. That's too good. It's amazing. So, looking forward to replaying through that all over again. I watched it with my kids, which was an interesting experience. At long last, I'm free. There were a lot of things that they were excited for that I wasn't. Oh, my eldest was like rolling on the floor screaming when Kingdom Hearts 4 came on. I don't think they announced a release date though. So do with that as you will. Oh, that hits pretty hard. That is pretty hard hitting. Okay. All right. Watching. Okay, let's try Star Rain. How high can this go up? I think we got 12 last time. Like, what's the max on Star Rain? You do 99 on that thing? Oh, Water Blast! I messed that up. Yeah, that one's a little stinky poo-poo. Oh, no! Oh, no! I'll switch to my boy, Gino. Okay, let me catch up here. I was surprised that they announced a new Xenoblade, actually. I was like, this is for somebody. It's not for me, but it's for somebody, and that's cool. Then we've got everything with Thought Peaks and the 100 jumps. Oh, cool. We might try for the Thought Peaks. I don't know about the 100 jumps, though. Deep frying a turkey. Yeah, people burn their houses down, and they still do it. Oh, NSO Philips CDI? That would be wild. Let's see. Our 3D art style, the new Rayman remake is a step backwards. Oh, the 2D art is, yeah. 2D art definitely looks better. I fully agree. Let's see here. Where Peach became a counselor? This is the one. Mario's dead. Ladies and gentlemen, the death of Mario. Okay. Yeah, I played Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That was my first experience with Xenoblade. And I was like, I think I'm good on this series. I don't know that I ever want to play this again. So that's where I'm at. Let's swap in a sleeper here. Dang. Wow, my guy. I'm confusing myself over here. Yeah, that's what I'd heard, Sarge, is that Xenoblade 2 is the most fan servicey, the most shonen, the most, you know, anime tropey. And that's like my one weakness is dames crying and tropey anime fan service stuff. So I did not like Xenoblade 2. I finished it, took 100 hours, but I did it. And yeah, I've heard that the first one's a lot better, so I would enjoy playing that. You think Xenoblade needs to be played in order? Oh, I don't know. Actually, I have no idea. Can anybody comment on that? Heretic of Ethics said, "I think Xenoblade needs to be played in order." Does anybody know if that's so? Yeah, Kingdom Hearts vibes. Yeah, and I'm not 14 anymore, so this is not my cup. Oh, that was terrible. At least we beat him, though. Oh, 300 coins? Dang, I heard Xenoblade 3 was good. I did. But, yeah, I haven't played it, so I'll get around to that someday. I still got to play the first one. I have the one on the Wii, so I might do that someday. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. Okay, where's the secret box in here? Oh, you know what? I don't know that I thought peeked at those Shy Guys. Okay. I thought it was going to give me another once again. I had heard that they're connected thematically, like Final Fantasy. But I don't know. Right there in the middle. Oh, too easy on the remake. That's okay. We like it. Xenoblade is one of those series I won't believe people if they tell me it's good. Which ones have you played, Third Strongest Mole? Ooh, Mecha Koopa Stomp. He's going to keep buffing up his attack power here. Thematically, sort of, kind of, maybe. So, Final Fantasy. Yeah. We were talking about this not too long ago. I really honestly think the only connective tissue for Final Fantasy is crystals, and if they label it a Final Fantasy. That's it. But if anybody could make a Final Fantasy, then there's no connective tissue. Yeah, with any themes, whatever. View and Bevy Xeno games all taken into the same universe, but that's about it. Oh, so there's got to be some kind of chronology then, huh? Just two? You and me both. Third Strongest Mole. Okay, I need to know where the... Oh, they're right there. That was easy. Take that. Okay, let's try... to get the thought peak here. Oh no, we don't have any we don't have okay. Alright, fine. Oh, what? Dang, nothing can hit that. That guy there's too fantastic. There we go. I'll do it. Final Fantasy is a spin-off of an Indo. Demonstrably. Demonstrably false. Bonk, bonk. Oh, cool, a frog coin. I like those. Alright, I gotta see here. Where did I leave off on chat? You know, I really do. I want you guys to know I try to respond to everybody's comment. I can't get to all of them. But it's not for lack of trying. I love you. Just want you to know that. Okay, flower tab. There we go. And now we can heal skis. There were crystals in FF8. Yeah. Yep. Does anybody remember where the crystals are in FF8? That's the big question, in it. Hit this guy. And then let me see about a little thought peek. Might have got this before. It's gonna be my day. I could feel it. Maybe. This is not like other like turn-based RPGs. Like I gotta get the time. I gotta get the time hits. So I can't look away as often. Where's the bingo card? There it is. Bingo card. Hang on. Let me get it. I can get it up for you. Bingo card. There it is. All right. Does anybody have bingo yet? There might be a couple opportunities for bingo. Maybe. No spoilers. No sleep sauce. That's kind of disgusting. It's like saliva that puts you to sleep. Oh, come on. It was just a little gecko. Let's do my part for the greater good. There you go. Somebody's got to get bingo off of that. You want to play the prequel series, First Fantasy? Xenoblade X? Yeah, I hear Xenoblade X is supposed to be great. You didn't like the music? You don't like Earthbound, so I don't know if your taste in music can be trusted. Now, in all seriousness, what kind of music do you enjoy listening to IRL? Give me that! Ooh, a frog coin. You should be prioritizing responses to your comments. Oh, made by Knights of the Round. I should. If I can remember who they are. I know Mage is a Knights of the Round. Cinco is, but he's not here. I think that's everybody. Would Sarge Smash a Knights of the Round? Pretty sure that's all of them. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. It helps that I can talk pretty fast without knowing what I'm saying exactly. I really want that star. But I'm not going to get it. So, look at that. Okay, we got to find the secret thing. Weren't the crystals in the gardens? So I thought there was a crystal in Lunatic Pandora that was powering it. And then weren't there crystal items as well? So I tend to agree. I can't remember which developer said it. I wrote it down in my book. But I tend to agree with the devs when they say that Final Fantasy is the story of the crystals. I think that's really the only commonality. The only real common theme, and it's not a superficial element like Cactuars or Sid or something like that. Okay, where's this one? Who remembers where this one is? Because I can't find it. Good training for the E33 run? Oh yeah, Huey Lewis and the News. I do, actually. I forgot that you liked them. So that's a... There's also the one that has to do with the Lunar Cry. Oh, yeah. Where are the crystals in Chrono Trigger? That's such a gotcha style question, Third Strongest Mole. And you ask it as if you expect I don't have an answer. The crystal in Third Strongest Mole? In Third Strongest Mole. The crystal in Chrono Trigger is the Dreamstone. It's a magical, mystical, ancient crystalline substance that they use to build the Ruby Knife and the Mammon Machine, and the Ruby Knife eventually turns into the Masamune. It is 1,000% the same function as a Final Fantasy crystal. So, you may, I don't know. You might be surprised at how often I get that question. In all seriousness, I don't know if you were setting that up as a gotcha or anything, but if you were, I got you, buddy. I'm always ready to answer Chrono Trigger as a Final Fantasy style questions. All right, let's hit this thing with fire. La di da. Red rocks. There it is. Oh, but does it have crystals? The fox lady from Star Fox Adventures? Okay, let's hit this fool with a thought peek right here. Haboom! Look away, look away. Too bad they weren't like, feed me, Seymour, feed me. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me all night long. You can do it. One of my favorite movies of all time. I really love Little Shop of Horrors. Okay, let's try this one. I don't know, just to be safe. Just to ensure. No, they both say look away. I don't know why they say look away. Everybody likes Huey. It's true. Oh yeah, thanks very much. Scala's amulet, which later becomes Princess Nadia's amulet. They're very central to the story. The crystal is the friends we made along the way. So I actually ran that past a couple big time names. And they were like, you know what? I think you got a point. And so I'd appreciate that. Wait a moment. Does that mean Mario RPG is a Final Fantasy? So I actually don't think that Mario RPG is a Final Fantasy. I could entertain the thought, but I think it's a Final Fantasy-like. But I wouldn't say it's in the same series. Essentially, I default to if the company labels it a Final Fantasy, then that's enough. You know? Because they own it, and they pretty much do whatever they want with it. Oh, Major Rage with the casual use of Grody. Well done on that one. Is this a spinning one? I think this is a spinning one. Yeah. Oh, Chonka Snowman here. Dang. Why don't you guys attack that guy? Hey there, my pretties. Wow. I love the little boss cutscenes that you get. Little clips right there. I love it. Mega Smilax. Okay, get me that thought peek on the Mega. Okay, well, last chance for a Little Shop of Horrors reference. I got watered and grew quickly. I'll wilt quickly, too. That's the life of a flower. Again, not expecting this this very heavy-handed kind of like musing on the impermanence of life. Third strongest mold, DK64 has crystal coconut, so it's a Final Fantasy. So I don't know if you missed the part where I explicitly said the company has to label it Final Fantasy, or that you have to essentially build a case on a multitude of things included in a Final Fantasy. But that is a cute response right there. Well, friggin' done. Kirby 64 Crystal Shards is a Final Fantasy because I got crystals in it, y'all. We got the crystals in the pudding. Can you get banned for doing a Cosby impression? I think you probably can. Is Secret of Mana a Final Fantasy? No. So Secret of Mana is a spin-off series. In a spin-off series. Mana is a spin-off series from Final Fantasy. Because you have Final Fantasy Gaiden, Seiken Densetsu. Literally called Final Fantasy Gaiden. Final Fantasy Side Story in Japan. A lot of people who argue with me don't know that. I'm sure you know that, though. But yeah, Final Fantasy Gaiden. And that's how spin-offs work. They initially start as part of a series, and they spin off into their own series. Just think about X-Files and the Lone Gunman. The Lone Gunman appeared in the X-Files. They were X-Files characters, and then they spun off into their own show. And then that was their own show. Very existential. If Final Fantasy Legend is a Final Fantasy, then Secret of Mana is a Final Fantasy. The only difference is Square never labeled Secret of Mana a Final Fantasy. It is a sequel to a game that was labeled a Final Fantasy. It's the same reason why I don't think Chrono Cross or Radical Dreamers are Final Fantasy games. They're not spin-offs. They were never labeled Final Fantasy. All that, you know? So, oh, dang. So there you are. Okay, well, now what are we going to do? Switch to Bowsy Poo. That's what we're going to do. Shoot, I forgot about this. I think the first time I did this battle, I did not have any true form pins on and just suffered the whole time. The hideous screaming pain. Oh, can you mute this chump? Maybe you can. Let's see. No. Aaron, how's it going? Final Chrono Fantasy Trigger would be a mouthful. It really would. So that's why they were just like, you know what? You call it Seiken Densetsu Final Fantasy Gaiden. And then the next ones are Seiken Densetsu 2 and Seiken Densetsu 3. And then, you know, on it. And you got Chrono Trigger. They put it in Final Fantasy Chronicles. Was one of my favorite things to cite because people lose their minds when you're like, of course it's not a Final Fantasy. That's why they included it in a Final Fantasy collection. But if Rabbites are FF Legend, Rabbites are in Secret of Mana, then Secret of Mana is a FF Legend. Ooh! No. This goes back to what I was saying earlier, like just because you stick a cactuar in something. That would be what I would say is a superficial element. Secret of Mana as a series is grossly overrated? You mean the Mana series, right? Because Secret of Mana is just the one. Seiken Densetsu 2. Hey, Aaron. It was a pleasure to meet you earlier over on Stud Muffin's stream. How'd that go? I was happy to contribute to the charity. It's great to see him doing some really cool stuff. Raising money for kids. Is he still continuing it as well? Because I could push people in that direction. If he is, y'all are going to need to go over to Stud Muffin's stream. Oh, shoot. And participate in the charity for the Starlight. Raising money for kids. You know, that's the way to go. Let's do a group hug from a scarecrow. Stud is in fact still going. Nice. If he's still on later, I'm going to go ahead and give that guy a raid. We're going to get some people in there, raise some funds. But yeah, hey, it was great to meet you. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Now, you were the one who was doing... Somebody mentioned Super Nintendo music battles. Is that correct? Yeah, we're building her up to be a tank. So I'm playing through every Super Nintendo RPG released in English during the system's lifetime. We're kind of cheating here because I've played the original Mario RPG. So we're playing the remake, but I'm counting it anyway. And relevant to the Final Fantasy discussion that we've been having. Yeah, we're only 4 away from finishing. Might and Magic 2, Might and Magic 3, Super Ninja Boy, and Terranigma are the only 4 that I have left to beat. So you're a fan of Super Nintendo. I'm a fan of Super Nintendo. Let's be fans of Super Nintendo, I guess, together. The real question is Final Fantasy 16 a Final Fantasy? Yes. Yeah, Final Fantasy 16 is a Final Fantasy. They called it a Final Fantasy. It's got other commonalities. Now, I will say, though, that Chrono Trigger is more of a Final Fantasy than Final Fantasy 16. So, do with that as you will.
Look what you did. Smilax's been whacked. Oh, I'm gonna get it. Queen Valentina told me to keep everyone out of Nimbus Land. What should I do? I know. I'll run away.
Oh, you dropped something. It's just his grocery list.
What's this? It's a seed.
Take it.
Picked up a seed. Oh yeah, we're going to plant it in the ground. Yeah, you're gonna plant it in the ground, Mario.
We have to do the voice now because Cinco plays here. How's it going, Cinco?
Hello, Cinco Play.
So wait, is Secret of Evermore a Final Fantasy? No. Because it has a cameo in it? No. For the same reason why Breath of Fire 1 is not a Street Fighter, because it has a a Chun-Li cameo. Is Phantasy Star 3 a Sonic game? Did they ever put it in a collection called Sonic Chronicles? I don't think so. SMRPG is a Metroid game. There's a huge wink in there. I know that. I know that one. Cinco, how you doing? I wouldn't know. 16 is the only one you haven't played. Did you get through all of 14 and 11, Cinco Play? Oh, yeah. Halfway like 16. Which half of you likes 16? The top half or the bottom half?
Wow, did you see that? It's a magical beanstalk. Hit the block once more to climb it.
I know how to climb a vine, Mario.
I know how to climb a ladder.
It's in the Sonic's Ultimate Genesis collection. Right. So not in the Sonic the Hedgehog collection, but in Sonic's Ultimate Genesis collection. Y'all thought you had me there for a second. I played 14 and 11 but never beat them. Oh, okay. I never played 11, so 11 and 16 are the ones I've never played. How far did you get in 14? I did not get very far. I think I made it to Heaven's Word and was like, you know what, I had enough. Alright, let me scroll up here and catch up. Streets of Rage 1 and 3 are on Sonic Gems collection. Yeah, Gems being the operative word there. Right? Not the Sonic collection. Again, hear the words that are coming out of my mouth. Korean fried chicken. Oh, dang. Did you bring enough to share with the class? I hope so, because I love Korean fried chicken. I really do. Oh, yeah. Top half mostly? Oh, okay. Because I heard there was the lewds in there, so I was wondering if it was the top half or the bottom half.
How to climb the vines. Climb and circle vines with...
Oh, I'm not going to read all that. Mario... That can't stop Mario, because he can't read. Yes! Actually, making that jump... I remember having a heck of a time trying to make that jump in the OG. 16 is very 14 coded in a lot of ways. Oh, what's up, Trapski? Yeah, you know what's strange? And you mentioned 14 coded. It's weird to me how many of the post-11 Final Fantasies look the same. They all have that really ornate, over-designed, but drab look to them. Except for 13. 13 is really colorful. But like 11, 12, 14, 15 to a lesser extent, but still pretty drab. And 16, they all look the same. You know? I don't know. How's it going, Trapsky? How are you? Thank you so much for to be joining us in the game. I didn't. Oh, well, oh. A resistance, huh? Resistance is futile. Let's see. Red, you have to forgive Mario. He's hit his head on a lot of bricks. He does. Aaron says, hecking yeah, I did a SNES music competition. What? I'm so sad that I missed this. Is there a VOD somewhere? I would love to watch that. Took a list of 64 SNES songs, combination of a top 100 list and Discord submissions. Put those 64 songs into brackets. We listened to the tracks in 1-minute bouts with 15-second rounds. Voting took place while the music played. So you were trying to rank each of them then, right? Can I squeeze spoilers out of you? What were the top 5? What were the top 5 games? Or the top 5 tracks, rather. It's good. I'm gonna guess Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, Mega Man X made the top 5. But I don't know. Maybe they didn't. Pushed it so fast. It still wasn't fast enough. That sounds freaking amazing, though, Aaron. I didn't even get to the first expansion in 14. Everybody says that's when it gets good, but if I have to play a mid-game for 100 hours before it gets good, then I'm out. Yeah, Cinco, same as me. Yeah. They'll be like, it's got the best story of any Final Fantasy. I was like, not if it has the worst intro of any Final Fantasy. And that intro is like 60 hours long. I mean, I really think ARR is some of the worst Final Fantasy that I've ever played. Now, I know enough good people who will say that, 14 does get good. And I believe them. I'm sure it does get good. But it's just that beginning stuff is so bad. It's all just like reading Wikipedia articles worth of world building. Not to mention, if you don't stick to the main quests, big is beautiful. I can't disagree. I really can't. Sonic Gems Collection. Infinite Metal. Sonic Gems Collection, not Sonic Collection. Are we still on this? You have no power here. Infinite Metal the Gray. Gems are basically crystals, and that's why the game Columns is a Final Fantasy game. I'm sure this is the first time any of you have heard this. Standard Chrono Trigger was in the Final Fantasy Chronicles. Yes, a Chronicles of Final Fantasy. How are you not getting this, Infinite Metal? It's very simple. It doesn't say Final Fantasy Gems Collection, right? Like these are a collection of gems. It's Final Fantasy Chronicles. So it's a Chronicles of Final Fantasy. Okay? This debate about the classification of various RPGs. Okay, you start, Mr. Tempered. You're not going to catch me with my pants down. Not today, son. Oh, the big guy's going to launch? Oh, boy. Get the big boy. Let's use magic, because magic's cool, right? Oh, I did it on the wrong character. Let's see. Trapsky says 14 coded here. I mean, a lot of side quests, etc. are laid out in a similar fashion. 14 are usually fairly well written as far as side quests go. Yeah, I'd heard that about 16. That was a further turnoff because I really don't like the side content in 14. But again, early 14. Barely got to Heaven's Word. Let's see. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I love Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It's my favorite Final Fantasy. What about AR? But 14 has 2 of the best Final Fantasies ever made. Oh yeah, no, I 100% agree with you, Heretic. I think ARR is some of the worst Final Fantasy ever created, and I'm fully confident that it gets good eventually. But whether one wants to actually put up with all that to get to the good, or not is that's another matter. Am I supposed to go this way, or is it supposed to go the other way? I don't know. I guess we could see how... Ooh. So we can see how high up we can go here. So many frog coins. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, but I know people who told me Xenoblade 2 gets good. Yeah, Xenoblade 2 is very consistent, though. That's the thing. That's something you could say positive about Xenoblade 2. Is it's very consistently cringe. And if you like that sort of thing, no shame at all. Like, feel free to continue liking that thing. You know, that's my attitude. I'm not trying to ruin anybody's day here. But I'm not gonna self-censor just because somebody might be mad about it. Okay, see, still can't get even far enough to play Triple Trad. Oh yeah, I made it that far. I mean, it's insane how much this stuff is. I was gonna talk about that Major Rage. I was gonna say that somebody's gonna mention that, and then I just decided not to. And somebody did. So no. Okay, let me see what's on this other vine because it's gonna drive me nuts. Let's see what's over here. You still on this nonsense? What nonsense? This part of the game? Oh, I'm sure that this nonsense would be a lot clearer as to why I'm still on it. Had you been here and known that the chat is having a lot of fun with it, so there's no need for the gamer splaining single player. It's all in good fun. And I'm not trying to butthurt anybody if you know, by saying I think Chrono Trigger is a Final Fantasy, because I do. I think Chrono Trigger is more Final Fantasy than Final Fantasy 16. That's for darn sure. Chronicles is a play on the name Chrono. Now explain Final Fantasy Anthology. Now that you've gone through your word shaming of me for, I don't know, some reason, I don't. The fun part about the Chrono Trigger Final Fantasy thing is it makes people really mad, and I never understand why. Like, how does me thinking that Chrono Trigger is a Final Fantasy hurt you? Single play. Like, did I cough on your Korean chicken? Columns is a Final Fantasy. Puyo Puyo is not. Oh no. A collection of... See, I'm not on this. I'm playing a Mario RPG. The only people who are on this are people in chat. We got Mole on YouTube. Infinite Metal still going for it. This is just the way it goes. What's the most fun MMO to play these games? None of them. You got to be into it. Maybe Lord of the Rings Online. There it is. Which, as we all know, is a Final Fantasy. Is Paladin's Quest a Final Fantasy? No. It's actually really simple. It is really simple. You know, you've got at its core, you've got some magical crystals, and the company labeled it a Final Fantasy. That's it. It's just that. The nice part of that too is you don't have to squabble with people. Some people would be like, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth isn't a real Final Fantasy. I don't care. They called it a Final Fantasy. That's it. That's it. It's done. Because they are just chronicles of Final Fantasy. I mean, you could say that. I think Octopath Traveler is more Final Fantasy than Final Fantasy 16, but it doesn't meet your criteria. No, it doesn't. At all. Again, third strongest mold. Don't miss the fact that I've said several times to you. It is a cumulative argument. It is based on multiple factors, not just which game do I randomly think is more Final Fantasy than Final Fantasy 16. So if you would like to respond to the cumulative argument rather than nitpick one issue, you can do that. And that would be an interesting conversation to have. Oh! Chrono Trigger at the top. Okay, this is a good list of stuff right here. Chrono Trigger main theme first. Boom. You have a good community with you want to trade communities? Because this community, they'll shame you for evidently not understanding the pun of the word Chronicles. We could trade communities. Yours sounds amazing. I'll keep Major Rage TV though. He's rad. We could trade. Okay, anyway, Battle at Big Bridge is good. Lufia 2 is good. 2 Chrono Triggers. Corridors of Time. I could listen to that for 10 hours straight. Donkey Kong Country. It's so good. Sparkster Steelworks Mohawk and Headphone Jack. I don't think I've ever played that. They got eliminated very early. Oh, that's a shame. But that's a great list. Cinco Play Verbal Diarrhea here. Let's see. It says Final Fantasy Anthology is a play on the word anthology, which were the names of Sakuji's 2 Toadpoodles. All right, that's fine. You've played Final Fantasy Chronicles. Is it a Chrono Trigger because it has Chronicles in the name? Yeah, sure. I guess so. You'll miss us? I don't know. Will I miss people who chronically try to trigger me every single stream? Maybe. I think late at night in my dreams, I see you and get triggered by you. Something like that. All right, I'm going to go back to playing Mario RPG, having thoroughly thrashed everybody who confronted me and attempted to shame my understanding of basic English in this conversation on Chrono Trigger obviously being a Final Fantasy. Shut up! Oh, she said shut up. King Nimbus's condition is growing worse. This means we'll be losing our magnificent ruler. Oh, the Jessica Rabbit of the Mario universe. But it just so happens that I've found the missing prince. Prince Mallow, that is. Prince Mallow, please, sir, Prince.
Get over here!
Well, it seems that our little prince has a mild case of stage fright. Excuse me. Oh, I feel like she should say foo 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 for a laugh. Not ha ha ha, but something like that. Come on, make it snappy.
What? You can't get through. Why am I not surprised?
Oh, one of my favorite characters of all time.
The Dodo. Introducing Prince Mallow. Welcome back, Prince. You've grown, Prince.
Looking fit, Prince. Dang, he's looking swole, Prince. Chrono Trigger sounds like a stoner game. Oh, Chronic Trigger. What did I miss? I just don't think the Final Fantasy label for the Final Fantasy Chronicles was intended by the company to mean every game in the group is part of the Final Fantasy series. Maybe I'm wrong, but it never struck me as the intent. Neither of us were there, so we can't discuss intent. That's like the authorial intent fallacy. We can't talk intent. We can talk about the actual facts. I was asked if there was a magical crystal. Yes, there is, at its core. The devs have said the crystals, the story of the crystals is Final Fantasy. We're working on the fact that it borrows the exact combat system. It's got a time travel theme, which is from the original Final Fantasy. It's all over the Final Fantasy series. It has the cameos that you would expect from Final Fantasy. Spell naming conventions in Japanese. It's Thundaga, things like that. You've got it included in a Final Fantasy collection. There is literally in existence a Final Fantasy collection that includes a Final Fantasy game and Chrono Trigger, and people will still say,
yeah, but I don't really know if that's the intent of the collection, boss.
Come on! Like, it's like, does Sakaguchi have to descend from the sky with an angelic chorus and write in the air with his gilded finger, Chrono Trigger is a Final Fantasy? Like, what else do you... seriously, what else do you need? As Cinco Play has never attempted to actually understand the topic. Every time Cinco Play has confronted this conversation, he's gone with ridicule rather than understanding. So I wrote an entire blog post about this. It's literally just 7 points. It's readable. It's understandable. They put it in a frickin' collection. That's super basic logic. Really, really basic. So the derision is vastly out of place. If this is what you wanted, was the well-read mage to fly off the handle, well, then that's what you got. Oh, what do we get? What is this? YouTube? Send me a link. Oh, you want me to listen to Xenoblade Chronicles X? Chrono Trigger should be the next album by Sleep. Oh, that would be great. That link is for the worst music. I'm not going to listen to it now. Had a Final Fantasy, a Dragon Quest, and I've said I think that Chrono Trigger is a Final Fantasy. I would also call it Dragon Quest. Only difference is they never label it a Dragon Quest. They never put it in a Dragon Quest collection. Now, have they done so? It wasn't released in a collection in Japan, yes, but the company officially released it. Are you suggesting, Cinco Play, that overseas releases are not official releases? Or you're not going to be that weeb that calls every game by its Japanese title, are you? You're not. I got you. God, that's awful. Rather get rickrolled? I'll allow it if you consider Streets of Rage a Sonic game. No. They could have named it Final Fantasy Number instead of Chrono Trigger. They could have, but they don't have to because there's Final Fantasy Gaiden as a precedent already. Side story. There's Final Fantasy Tactics just like a year or two later. All that sort of thing. Oh, it's fun. It's fun. Plus, I get to yell. That's the great thing. I get to let out all the rage. Thanks for flying out the handle. Hey, no problem. No problem. If you'd like to ignore the actual cumulative argument, that's how you get flying off the handle. If you want to use U.S. only collection title as an argument, then Seiken Densetsu and Saga are also Final Fantasy. And Single Play, here's the point. If you actually knew my argument, then you would know that I already consider Seiken Densetsu and Final Fantasy Legend Final Fantasy games. But you don't actually know my argument because you've never bothered to listen to it. You've only bothered to be derisive and shameful and humiliating, and that's it. You've never bothered to read the article that I wrote on it. You never bothered to understand my logic. So now you're trying to use,
well, you don't consider Seiken Densetsu.
That's what Single Play sounds like.
You don't consider Seiken Densetsu.
Final Fantasy. I do. In fact, I said earlier on this stream, Final Fantasy Gaiden. In Japan, it says the thing in the title. I said I've heard the argument every time I say it. No. Yeah, clearly you have no idea what my argument is. Or you just wrote out. Oh, shoot. Oh, sorry. I thought that the power died. It's just because the switch went to sleep. No, obviously you don't understand the argument. Clearly, because you tried to make a point about something that I already believe as if I didn't believe it. So here's the thing. If you'd like to argue, how about first understand the argument and then you can chat with the big boys. All right. Until then, go sit in the corner. Here's a coloring book. Let's see. I've been listening to you know what? It's free entertainment. It's free. Like, you don't even have to pay for this. Is red a Final Fantasy? The color or me? This is Ninja Gaiden. See, Sarge Smash at least is nice enough. He puts a winky face after it. Let's see. I'm starting to agree. Mr. Romancing Saga 2 was baller. Interesting. Square has a website listing all their Final Fantasy games, including Final Fantasy Legend and Adventure and Spirits Within. Final Fantasy Chronicles is not listed. Oh, well, turns out their list is incomplete in it. Better question is, why does Red want Chrono Trigger to be classified as part of a lesser RPG series? No. Quest 64. That is an interesting question, and that would make for a better argument, I think, line. Mostly it's just reading comprehension. That's why I would want Chrono Trigger to be classified as part of a lesser RPG series. But I don't think it was... Oh, then communicate it more effectively. Well, if I didn't have to respond to allegations of me being somebody who doesn't understand English properly, if I didn't have to respond to personal attacks, maybe you could understand my actual argument more clearly. Like, that could work out. So, pro tip, next time you want to come at me with this, you could try asking me what I actually believe and what my actual point is before saying that I don't understand English as a writer. Okay. Better question is, why does Red want Chrono Trigger to be classified as a Final Fantasy? You could take your shot at that. Let me know. I think going back to what I said earlier, Chrono Trigger is definitely more Final Fantasy than a lot of real Final Fantasy stuff today. A lot of the current Final Fantasy. A lot of the so-called true Final Fantasy of our day and age.
7 and Chrono Trigger share a ton of DNA, and that's because they pulled the team from 7 to work on Chrono Trigger and then put them back on 7. Like, it's virtually the same thing. You got Lavos, you got Genova. There we go. Chrono series only has 2. Well, it's got Radical Dreamers as well. I like Chrono Cross. I think Chrono Cross is cool. Chrono Cross is not a true sequel to Chrono Trigger, though. That's from the devs. They said it's not Chrono Trigger 2. If it was a sequel, we would have called it Chrono Trigger 2. Levers a fun position to stake out. Yeah, absolutely. I think the furthest I've got people is calling it an honorary Final Fantasy, which honestly has no skin off my nose. If you're intellectually honest, you could figure that out. But too bad we got a lot of intellectual thieves in here. And no honor among them. Okay, it pays me to admit I must relinquish my head troll position to single plays far more skill and deserving. Well, the thing is, Mr. Temper, is you won't go, like, you don't take shots below the belt. Like, single play, if single play wants you to think that you're wrong, he will personally insult your grasp of the English language. I don't think Mr. Temper does that. But single play he'll take the shot. Aaron's Aaron. See, this is a great point. If CT and 7 share DNA, which they do, Magus is greater than Sephiroth, which he is. See, Aaron's Aaron, it's that easy. You know what I mean? It's perfect. Infinite Metal, no. And I would, otherwise I'd be railing on you. But you don't. And I almost took that shot, but I didn't take the shot. You got to know when to not pull the trigger. That's a big part of existing on the internet. Okay. Mr. Thou, how's it going? Favorite part of Chrono Cross was the ending. I like the ending. It's a little weird though. Like, why is it like in like skyscrapers and stuff like that? That piece of music is beautiful though. 50% of Chrono games are good. Well, it's actually a third of Chrono games are good. There's because there's Radical Dreamers again, so that's in the same series. Hated the official Chrono Cross ending. Ooh, this is dying again. Third strongest we'll talking about Mega Man. I missed whatever the Mega Man comment is in, but I would agree with that in general. I think we feel a bit rushed at the end, so it ends like a lot of Final Fantasy games end, and it feels a bit rushed. You take that shot. You and Cinco are 2 peas in a pod. Oh, I'm a pea in a pod. Oh, you're going to call me a pea in a pod. Cinco Play always says that I'm meaner to Red than anybody else because 1, he could take it, and 2, because he gets so worked up and it's funny. The free entertainment part we can agree on. The he could take it thing, like, for, you know, you're throwing this out on a guy who's like considering throwing his entire internet existence away because of a horrible campaign against him just a few, like, less than a year ago. You might be a little wrong on the can take it thing. Like, if you start insulting people's grasp of English language, it's going a bit too far. And Cinco, you're also the only person that I have had to ask, please don't joke about this specific topic. Chrono Trigger. No, just kidding. Not Chrono Trigger. But you know which specific topic it is. So you might be a little overestimating what I can actually take. I can't take as much as I could as in the old days. You don't mean the ending itself. Where it says Finn. Oh, you're like the part where the game is over. Oh, because you don't like Chrono Cross. Oh, it dawned on me just now. Yeah, good game, bad sequel. It's not a sequel. But yeah, good game, bad spin-off? Radical Dreamers is a game. I'm trying to get back to Mario RPG, but I really want to respond to everybody here. Radical Dreamers is a game. It's an adventure game. You should try playing it. It's interesting. It's not an ebook. No, it's not. It's like a choose your own adventure game. Parasite Eve also shared a lot with the Final Fantasy, with the devs mentioning some ideas they decided not to do in 7 and ended up with Parasite Eve. Absolutely. Yeah. And if Parasite Eve had been labeled in some way Final Fantasy,
by Square, then I probably would be arguing for Parasite Eve being a Final Fantasy spin-off. Not Third Birthday, not Parasite Eve 2, but Parasite Eve. You know, because that would be sticking with the logic of the argument. Let's see. It went into Chrono Cross with very high hopes, put in an effort to just didn't hit for me. Yeah, absolutely. I think Chrono Cross is one of the most beautiful. My mouth is getting dry. I think Chrono Cross is one of the most beautiful games on PS1, but I think it's emblematic in a lot of ways of the kind of storytelling that Square started to do in the PS1 era and just kind of got worse at doing. It's a really messy story, you know? It is not, it's not clean cut. Now, this game right here, Mario RPG, is probably one of the cleanest cut stories that they've ever told in an RPG. Let's see. Who's Sacred Cows? I don't even own any cows. Because the combat and cross that I don't jive with. Many number of people who now prefer cross to trigger. Oh, I've met those. Yeah. I actually had on my podcast years ago somebody who preferred cross to trigger. It was an interesting conversation. They are very different for sure. Does go off the rails. Choose Your Own Adventure sounds like a book. Yeah. So there's Baron. I don't know. I think you're being tongue in cheek, but I mean, like, I think visual novels are games. I think that adventure games are games. Some of the earliest games I remember playing on DOS and C64 were adventure games. So yeah, the argument of like what counts as a game, like I was reading a guide not too long ago about SimCity 2000. Somebody didn't consider that a game because they said it has no goal. I think SimCity 2000 is a game. I think Radical Dreamers is a game. Maybe you played it. I wonder if you would change your mind, actually. I think it might have something to do with people who started the RPG genre with 7 and those who started with 8, 16-bit. Streets of Rage Sonic Gem, though. It is a Sonic Gem. Not a Sonic game. But is it? It is a Sonic Gem. Chrono Cross is beautiful, but we're telling, whataboutisms. That's everybody's favorite thing. Chrono Cross is beautiful with a great soundtrack, but it's hollow. Yeah. If you stop and think about the story, it's rough. Could have been, yeah, Final Fantasy Dark. Had they gone that direction, I think that would have been viable. But they didn't, so I don't consider Parasite Eve Final Fantasy. Hydrate there. And my mouth is dry. I'm starting to smack and stuff like that. I'm trying to talk super fast. I'm still scrolling through chat, trying to respond to everybody. If you like them all, you get a lot of fun. I like Chrono Cross quite a bit, but I didn't enjoy collecting all the characters. Yeah, most of the characters in Cross are awful. Like, do you need Paul Shul to exist? You don't, you know? What's up, Jolly? Inching closer to the great downgrade. Visual novels are games? Yeah, I think so. It gamifies a book, basically. But that gamification means it's a game. That's just me. No, there's a broad swath of people who don't consider visual novels games. I've seen that used in a derogatory sense, which is where I stop agreeing with it. I can empathize with your perspective that visual novels aren't games as a qualification, but I cannot agree with that in a qualitative way. Like you would say, well, it's not a game because it sucks. Like, if you take that route, I don't agree with it. But I could entertain somebody suggesting that those games aren't games. But yeah, I think they just gamify reading. Yeah, it's almost like if you want to define something as something or include something in a category, that it's like it doesn't take anything off of the skin of your nose. Like you could say visual novels are a game and it doesn't hurt you. You could say Chrono Trigger is a Final Fantasy and it doesn't hurt you. Unless you want to be hurt by it. There's the question. Why do you want to be hurt by the well-read mage calling Chrono Trigger a Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy Dark. Yeah, that's good. Not all simulations are games, but all simulations can be games. I think that's brilliant. I would consider SimCity 2000 to be a game. But I don't think all simulations are games. I fully agree. No choices beyond the dialogue. Yeah, so Infinite Metal. So if you can If you can make choices, then how is that different from a choose your own adventure book, though? Are we hinging the gamification on the choice? For Radical Dreamer's sake, you've got a plot. You can choose how that plot goes by making choices left, right, through the door. You can pick up items. You can activate or deactivate traps. You can die and get a game over state. I don't know that can really happen in a conventional book, certainly. Today was awful. Well, the workday is done. Oh, welcome to the greatest chat of all time. Some visual novels are games, some are not. Which is essentially choose your own adventure books. VN is an Australian car. I wouldn't use visual novels as not games to be offensive. I don't think that's fair. Yeah, we could agree on that. Some people pay a lot of money to be hurt. No, I'm not done catching up on chat. When I catch up on chat, I've decided I will reward myself with water when I catch up on chat. I was just thinking I read some books that have more choice than some visual novels. RD is actually a game. Yeah. Radical Dreamers for sure is a game. Baron, you should definitely play Radical Dreamers. I think you would tolerate it. I don't know if you would enjoy it. Syncope, the Blue Mage, you almost got me. Ketchup on chat with mustard and mayonnaise. Don't argue against it. Some of them definitely strain the definition. Remember trading, choose. Okay, I caught up on chat. Let me get a drink of water. Let me hear from you folks now. What is your definition of what a game is? How would you define game? I get made fun for it. I get made fun of for it all the time. But I love definition. I love categorization. I love taxonomy. I don't know why people don't like that I like those things, but I'm not about to change what I like because somebody else doesn't like it. Let's go with game, just broadly, Mr. Tempered. But that's a decent follow-up question. A game, not a video game, because video, obviously, you got to have the digital aspect. But what is a game? Okay, let me get through this scene. Yes, what is it, dear? What? You're asking me to... Gracious, you're serious, aren't you? Why, I don't know what to say, dear me. I've made my decision. At the request of the prince, I agreed to become his queen. Queen Valentina. Ooh, it makes me shiver. Well, that's that. Back to your business, everyone. Hurry it up, will you? Oh, yeah. I'm sad this game is almost over. Can you believe it? What a coincidence. There's a prince with the same name as me. Don't we have anything better to do than hang around here? Come on, let's go and find the rest of the star pieces. Ooh. And not for one instance was he like, you know what? People here kind of look like me. Yeah, because that's where I would put it, is up there. Say, you have that I'm looking for something look in your eyes. What can I do you for? How come pick-me-ups are so cheap? Wait. Oh no, that was buying stuff. We got Mega Glove, Sticky Glove, Hand Cannon, and War Fan. I'm going to get all these. And then I'm going to catch up on chat. Aaron, I swear to you, it is not always this uppity on this stream, but we do argue a lot. So if you enjoy the art of argumentation, you're definitely in a good place for it. It's all in good fun. I mean, mostly people don't take pot shots at each other or their understanding of the English language. Mostly. But sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. Okay, let me see. Gosh. People got thoughts. Okay, you could argue that it's more of an application program as it is digital encoded, so the fact that you interact with a controller keyboard makes it a game, even if the playability is minimal. So, Shweddy, yeah, I think that's a really broad definition, right? It would be like the same thing as reading an ebook, essentially, right? Because you're interacting with some kind of control. So I guess the follow-up for you would be, what would the difference be between an ebook and a video game? Something with a set of rules. So, like, how would society not be a game then? Because we have rules in society, right? Or you go to school. School has rules. Is school therefore a game? Major Age. A game has to have rules and structure and a goal. I think I agree with that. Definitions are important for communication. Thank you, Infinite Metal. Thank you. I want to remember to say that next time I'm shamed for enjoying definition. A game is a series of interesting decisions. Oh, just like life. I appreciate the way you phrased that. I might tolerate it. As I don't know any of you well enough to say what you may or may not like. And I don't want to recommend something to you that you're going to be like, oh, this is the worst game I've ever played. It's not even a game. But you might tolerate it. That's all I could say. So it is short-ish. There are definitely some gotcha deaths in there. But I know from you chatting in chat, you chatters, that you guys like gotchas. Oh, taxonomy. Yeah, taxonomical. Not taxidermy. Come on. Set of rules coupled with a method of measuring success. Totally not sus. Aegis, how's it going? It is a chatty chat today. They censored Valentina. They did. You need to find the lazy shell. Walk me through it. I don't remember. Everybody's in rare form today. Calling this art is wild. What art? What are we talking about? Are you talking about Mario RPG? Because this is definitely art. Yeah. Is this stream of Final Fantasy? No. Unless Square labeled it that, then yes. The stream is a Final Fantasy if I'm streaming a Final Fantasy game, though. So there's that. Pistols at Dawn. A game is some form of entertainment involving interactions within a rule set that leads to some kind of goal in a very broad sense. I think I agree with that. And Infinite Metal introduced the entertainment aspect, right? So, like, if you go to a court of law, there's rules, but it's not necessarily for, designed for entertainment. Let's see, you use the Dream Cushion. Oh, yeah. I love Dream Cushions. It's better to say structured rules with an objective measure of success. I think that's correct. How does a game like Stardew Valley work with a goal? I think there are various micro goals in Stardew Valley, but one of the primary goals in Stardew Valley is to rebuild the community center. There's a variety of micro goals, such as making more money to purchase more things. I would absolutely consider Stardew Valley to be a game. It even has fail states, like you could pass out.
Boing, 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 I'm trying really hard, so Mario, you have to try too. I'm with you all the way. Ooh.
Look at that guy. I don't remember what the dream bed does. I guess it lets you see people while you're sleeping. It does look comfy, though. Could you sleep on a cloud? Okay, let's see. Maybe structured rules with an objective measure of success whose primary purpose is to entertain, teach, or simulate. Yes. Structured rules with an objective measure of success whose primary purpose is to teach, though could be a digital textbook, right? Or just like a digital lesson. So is a digital lesson like at a school, is that a video game? I do like to have some interactivity in it to consider it a game as well. Absolutely. Yeah. Anything can be a game depending on the mindset of the interpreter. For sure, like in a Mary Poppins sense. Like, introduce a little fun and snap. The job's a game. And it's like, yeah. But in I think a different sense than what we're attempting to suss out here. Like, I think you can turn things into a game. It seems somewhat tangential. There's the skeptical side coming out. Have you seen the volcano? They say you can get there by way of the hot springs. We used to be able to walk through the castle freely, but I guess we shouldn't disturb the king now. Okay, let's see. Game of life. Common idea. It is. And I don't think that people mean that life is literally a video game, though. So that's the difference. That's the literalism that we're kind of approaching with a definition, right? Like, you would probably be upset if you looked up a definition for video game and it just said life, So I think there's an allegorical, metaphorical aspect to game of life versus, we're talking about Mario RPG, say, for instance. No goal, but simultaneously a plethora of goals. Or in Stardew Valley, a goal plus a plethora of goals. Why did Prince Mallow make Valentina his queen? I guess it's because she found him. Thought it said she's fond of him. I hope to serve the king again soon. Prince Mallow, as I remember him, used to be so small, so timid. Now just look at him. Do you know about the royal bus?
Oh, do I? No. It's a regal vehicle used only by the king. It's parked now due to the fact that he's ill. King Nimbus loves statues and birds. He has scads of them in the castle. Scads. Scads seems like a rare word. I'm going to try and start using that. Not all games are designed for entertainment, though. You can use games to teach or simulate, with entertainment being an optional byproduct. Right, so the question is then, is there no meaningful difference between an interactive digital lesson and a game? Because I think if they're identical, or if there's no way to sort out the difference between the two, then I don't know. It seems like it's potentially too broad. Y'all are hooked on these farm sim games. Oh, I love farm sim games. Is Bahamut Lagoon a Final Fantasy game? I will have to play it first before I make that, but I don't believe that they ever suggested it's a Final Fantasy game, so I would lean toward the no. But given that I like to give experiential answers, I'm gonna say that I need to play through it first. Was Prince Mallow that huge? Well, she says it's him, so it must be him. I used to work in the castle. You can see the way she hits the poor prince. What a horrible life he must live. That makes me sad. Poor King Nimbus appears to be a tad under the weather. He's a cloud. Ha ha! You like the guards we have at the entrance now? I don't. Never used to have them. I wish the king would get well, but at least the prince is back, just in case something awful just happens. Been a while since I saw Prince Mallow. He's changed, but yes, I do believe that's him. That's Gero the sculptor's place. He used to make all kinds of things for King Nimbus. But these days, the king isn't calling for much new art, what with him being sick and all. Let's see. I think the primary connotation involves some sort of skill exercised by a player against an arbitrary set of rules that often includes some interactions outside the control of the same player, whether from a player or from a randomization system or from observers. I think I agree. Let's see. Can't get the lazy shell yet. You need seed and fertilizer. Okay. Okay, so we got the seeds. So we got to wait for the fertilizer, huh? If the digital lesson has structured rules and an objective measure of success, I would count it as a game. Oh, really? Okay. So you would count every piece of digital schoolwork as a game. I think that's really interesting. I do. And that's going to be my only comment on that. I don't know that I'm willing to take that step. And I'm not going to suggest that you don't understand anything about the scholastic system. I'm just going to say I'm a little skeptical about that claim, because that's what fair-minded people do. Stares at Single Play's name until it burns a hole in my screen. Anyway, I wonder if we could consider physics and weather as a randomization output for many sports. Turning things into a game is called gamifying. Yeah, gamification.
I love tangents. They're my favorite fruit. W.
You should stream one day a week without a game specifically to debate topics in chat. No! Absolutely not. No, just kidding. I think I would try that. That would be fun. Well, you guys want to do... You want to do like a debate day? Is that what you're saying you want to do? Hey, look. It's a me. Mallow.
Oh, you mean that? That's King Nimbus when he was a young lad.
Oh, what the... Who are you?
Hello, my name is Mallow. And this is my friend Mario.
People say Mario. Do we got anybody in here who says Mario? I think there's one up against the wall over there. Saturday just chatting stream. Maybe I'll consider it. We could do a just chatting. We're going to have to come up with topics, though. I'm not sure if those games designed to teach that aren't at least trying to entertain should be counted as games. You know, I'm just unsure as not even games designed to teach, but just like a digital piece of homework. I don't know if that's a game. You know, I think it's got similarities for sure, but I don't know if like if my kid logs on to his school system and does a series of multiplication questions in order to reach the goal of answering all the questions correctly and get a grade while following the rules of multiplication and learning multiplication, I don't think that that's a game. I don't. I think Math Blaster is a game, but I don't know that doing multiplication on a laptop is a game. You see what I mean? There's edutainment, Yeah, yeah. Baron, I think that goes the step further. Bahamut Lagoon's development title was Final Fantasy Tactics. So if they'd released it as Final Fantasy Tactics, I would definitely think it was a Final Fantasy. Yeah, edutainment. There you go. Gamification specifically has an entertainment value to the mundane. Baron making up words. Are you kidding me? Edutainment's a real thing, Mr. Tempered. So weak now is people that need to earn points for folding their laundry. That's literally what allowance is, you know. Here, I will pay you money to do basic things. A couple books on my table about the problematic outcomes of gamification or anything. Oh, really? What are the titles of those books? But if the rules and measure of success is built into the system, then it's a game. So like I said, online math worksheet. The rules and measurement of success are built into it. An online quiz that scores you based on how many you got right. How is that different from a math worksheet? The teacher is going to give you a score for that math worksheet. Does that make it a game? I don't know. I think I'm leaning toward where the others are coming from. That edutainment is the furthest to go. But if you remove entertainment entirely from it, then yeah, an online math worksheet that you get a score for, and how many, and you get to see how many you got right. I don't know. I don't think I would count that as a game. I think you could gamify it. Mariah, oh, heretics. I have figured out what your heresy is. It's pronouncing it as Mariah, oh. Hello. Just it's kind of doing today while pretending to play. Yeah, I know. I haven't even barely made any progress on Mario RPG. Now, I think it's a great suggestion. All kidding aside, I think it's a great suggestion. We might try that, but you got to show up for it. If I do a just chatting debate day and nobody shows up, I'm going to look pretty stupid arguing with myself. That's okay. You look pretty stupid arguing with others. Shut up, single play. How could you say that to my face? I just preempted the Cinco comment. Anyway, Mariah Carey-o. Oh my gosh. These kind of gamification was seen as great news. Said it was achieving outcomes. Was talked about a lot of circles. We didn't need it. It was a choice that pushed out. Of course, Red has lost the game. There we go. Capital G. I don't think it was always terrible either. We probably pushed it too hard and ignored careful implementation. Keep away as the rules set in place. There's having to be something fun. I mean, Baron made up the word portmanteau. Oh, so you already think that a portmanteau is a real thing, but you thought that portmanteau is a made-up word. Workification. Let's see. All right, hey, Trapsky, get some sleep. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're not feeling well. Trapsky, let me send you some Curaga and some Isuna. Isuna Matata. Hope you feel better. Isuna Matata. You better get some sleep now. It means no coughing for the rest of your days. Ah, sing it, kid. The teacher can gamify the math worksheet, but it isn't intrinsically a game. So then, what's the difference between the online math worksheet and the online quiz? The quiz itself scores you? That's the only difference? If the quiz itself scores you and just makes the teacher, if it just makes the teacher digital, that's the only thing? The worksheet itself has no intrinsic rules or success metric. Okay, so if it did, you fill it out and at the end it's like you got 12 correct, then that's all it needs to be a game? The score by C-O. Hey, Nguyen, that's what they got my last name wrong when I was training in Twitter. Couldn't believe it. Wife's president. Oh, not my wife. Portmanteaus. Isuna Karaga, you mean? Yeah, I don't know. I should have come up with that. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go back to this. You guys can argue about it. Malin, so it is you, my boy. It's been so long. My, you've become a splendid young prince. Well, I wish he'd landed on Mario. What? I'm really a prince? Dang, and it was mucking about in a swamp? I'd feel terrible. You know? If I'd spent all this, I could have been in the lap of luxury. Instead, I was in a friggin' tadpole pond with frogs.
That's okay. Mallow's got it coming to him now. Yes, indeed, I understand. So you were raised by the Frog Sage, Frog Fuchsius. But there's no question about it. You are without a doubt Prince Mallow.
Mario, look at me. I'm a prince.
Excuse me. I knew Valentina was up to something. I just didn't know what. That must mean that the king isn't really gravely ill. Then let's go inside the castle and save my mother and father. Oh, yeah, go get him. Hey, who are you? You can't just barge in here. Oh, that worked out. Literally, you could throw lightning. I mean, come on. Wait, I have an excellent idea. Come over here. Okay, I'm going to save before I do that because there's a series of unfortunate events that pops up. Then it's a really, really basic game, not a good game. Oh, yeah, we're not talking about good or bad or anything here. You can't bake that stuff into definitions. That's what people try to do on the internet. We don't let them do that here. That's like what we were talking about visual novels earlier, not being a game as like a qualitative remark. But yeah, no, we're only talking about base definitions. It's not like you open up the dictionary and it's like dog means canine because dogs are good. That would be weird if the dictionary acted like that, right? But that's basically the question. I'm trying to push you to that point of what does a game require? If the math worksheet gives you an aggregated score after you fill out all the problems, and that's a basic game, then I think we do have a different definition for games. If Mallow cried and produced Purple Rain, that'd make him a prince. Oh, capital P. Well done. That was pretty good. Education and language. Yes, I think they are fun and interesting. Language is limited and we're doing the best we can. I think there's also precedent that needs to be introduced as well. You know, if we're going to say that a math worksheet that self-grades itself is a game, how useful is that if nobody on the planet thinks that for the definition? Because the definition is only as useful as its actual usage. It's what slang terms are, right? Like, it's not like you can't open up Webster's and you know, it might not have putts in there. But as long as we understand it collectively as a society, then that's kind of the precedent angle set by thing. Longer streams, yeah, because it's 3 o'clock. I'm still going. Math can be entertaining, and you can absolutely gamify math as well. Math Blaster, not Master Blaster. Math Blaster, that's good stuff right there. Masty Blasty. Hey, who are you? You can't just barge in here. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. We're going to save the game. I already forgot. I think... Math, the language of the universe. Somebody's been watching. Here's a deep cut. Have you seen Donald Duck in Math Magic Land? Talks about how much math is in the universe. Good old school Walt Disney short. You should watch it. It's on YouTube. FF Tactics is great math gamification. Yeah, I think so. Oh, wait. It fell over. I think so because that's good. There's the what's his face? Calculator. Arithmetician. Yeah, I'm ready. Hold still, okay? Oh, yeah. Gold Mario. Oh, wait. So this game did Metal Mario before Mario 64. Or was Mario 64 already out? I think it might have been. Was Mario 64 out in 95 or 96? There it is, Arithmetician. Hey, don't move. You're going to be a statue for a while, okay? Let's get going now. One of my favorite parts in this whole game. That's great. Chris Crawford defined games as a contest between players. Does Chris Crawford have a neat definition for what players are? He counted the computer as a player. I'm delivering Valentina's latest order for her. Okay, let me see here. RPGs tend to be great at gamifying math. Absolutely. Wondering how much math and estimation to do with the Dragon Quest games. Yeah, this game here, I didn't know what the Psycho spell did, so I used a calculator to track enemy health, and then wrote down what I thought it was in a book.
We're at an impasse. This came out a few years way after Mario 64. So was Mario 64 94 or 95? Because this was out in 96. Oh, hang on. Mario 64 came out in 96. So actually, they were out in the same year, and Mario RPG predates Mario 64 March to June by like just a couple months. So this is the first introduction of Metal Mario. Metal Mario. That's good. Let's see. Okay, let's do it. Caught up with chat. It's a miracle. Whew, I need some water. Y'all kept my mouth busy today. That is meant to be taken literally, by the way. Right. Yeah, this I meant Mario RPG cuz on the Super Nintendo, cuz that would be the first time that Mario was gold, right? But yeah, this remake came out in 2023. You are correct, sir. My wife often says I don't give people enough credit, so let me tell you, you're correct. Hey, this doesn't look like Valentina at all. Oh, that's because this is a statue of Valentina's nephew, Mariota, okay? Mariota. Okay, proceed. Whew. Yeah, it's been very on topic today. Whew, that was close. Didn't think we could get through that one. There's no such person named Mariota, huh? Oh, now this is lovely. My beauty simply shines forth like the sun. Only you can make something this stunning. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll be on my way now. Halt! What, may I ask, is this ugly thing? That's my latest masterpiece. I created it for you. It's called In Search of Lost Brother. Observe the thick mustache. With it, I depict his kind feelings for his younger brother. And the sideburns, conveying his strength of heart. And the legs, well-defined, strong. Legs that can leap any distance in a single bound. Is it to your liking? I consider myself something of an art buff. And I've got to say, this is spectacular. Garo, only you could have created sculptures with such gentle beauty and raw power. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll be on my way now. Foo, 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 foo. Spectacular! Dodo! Dodo! Don't just sit there like a roast. Hurry and carry these in. Dodo! Oh, there he is, a poor little guy. Step on it. Why would she want him to step on the statues? Yes. Look at that. You could build just a little bit of character right there. Just a smidgen, small smidgen of character. Okay, what did I do? One of my favorite parts in this whole game right here. I always mess it up. But we're going to try to not mess it up today. I think chat got the chatting out of their system. Chat, everybody is all right, chat, right? Y'all are okay. Everybody's okay. I think everybody's good. Whew. We made it, though. Okay, we're in the castle. Let's go do some castle stuff. Yeah, what the hey? You're not okay. Well, did you fake it pretty well? See, this is why you and I get along, Major Rage. Can empathize. Oh, Elixir Merchant. How's it going? Long time no see, my friend. What's happening? Greetings. You, my Dodo! Did you display the statues properly? Fine. Now polish them to a fine luster and make them a tribute to my beauty. Foo, 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 foo. Pay attention to me! Hurry up and don't let me catch you dozing again. Whew. Those of us who have survived are stronger now. Oh, man, I must be Superman.
Oh, Dodo's in a pretty bad mood. Keep up your statue disguise and jump to avoid getting picked. Get ready, because he's coming this way.
Oh, I'm glad they put the jump icon in the corner. Okay, I need to listen to this. One of the best parts. We're going to turn up the music. Aha! Oh! I think that was too... I think I did it too early. Oh no, I did it. That was it. We did it first try. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you... Who's Annie? You ever stopped to ask that?
Ow!
That's going to be stuck in my head all day now. Right, being unafraid to be vulnerable sometimes make me brave enough to admit it. Yes, be unafraid to be vulnerable. People will trample, you know, you got to take it for, you know, take it as this a fact of life. People will trample all over you. And you still got to be vulnerable anyway. You know, it's not going to be a coping mechanism if we build up all these walls.
All these walls.
Let's see. Cinco and Red aren't friends anymore. Oh, why would you say something like that? Cinco was just mean, and he said I could take it, and it's funny. So why can't I be mean? Now I have to not be friends? Come on. I'd say I'm not okay if you refuse to reference that song. Oh, there it is. That's where the song came from. You got potato chips. You got potato chips. There's a bit more forgiving on timing. I think so. Because I would fail the original quite a few times. Michael Jackson wrote that song for the Star Wars Episode 1 soundtrack. Are you sure? I think that they did make that more forgiving. Because in the original, I would fail that a couple times for sure. Got a feather. I don't think I remember what that does. We can't open our menu or anything like that right now. So I'm absolutely exhausted. Oh, it's just the guards talking.
I hate being a guard. Valentina only gives us the most boring jobs to do. But I guess this beats Doro's job. Doro has to polish Valentina's statues every single day. Ha! Here's how I do it.
He's gonna lose it.
Hey, tell me something. Do statues move? No, statues don't move. Then explain this. It's one of those high-tech, lifelike, realistic ones. Let's get out of here.
All right. Sweet. Awesome. Good. Yes. We did it.
Cinco triggered red by speaking truth to power.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the way it goes. Yeah. Every once in a while, I am triggered by Cinco's sadistic go-to. Oh, I should have thought poked that guy. Sadistic use of humiliation in order to win arguments. Can't win arguments on logic, so he has to go for personal insults. And then we still have to be friends, because this is the way it goes. But if you're not friends with people online, then they cancel you, evidently. So you got to watch what you say on the internet. This is serious business out here. And the offending remark? Chrono Trigger is a Final Fantasy.
What ended your friendship?
I believe Chrono Trigger was a Final Fantasy. Yep, that'll do it. And the therapist goes, you think Chrono Trigger is a Final Fantasy? Yes, I do. And that's the way it goes. Here we go. I didn't even bring it up today. I don't think I did. Want to hear my new song? No. Oh, he just runs away. Oh. Let me see. CPR instructions in the 80s. I thought that was to the song. I thought that was to the song. Staying Alive. Okay. Can't go that way. Alright. I'm going to go around. Is that what's her face laughing? Because I don't remember that. Okay, so we'll take care of that guy. And then let's thought peek this guy. Don't jump on me. Well, now I gotta jump on him now. Let's see if we can't get him with a Mario jump. Regular. That was his weakness. Yeah, Staying Alive. First I was afraid. I was petrified. Song is based on instructions. Yeah, I took a CPR class once. I had to for a job that I had. It was pretty cool. I learned a lot. And it was conducted by a retired firefighter who told some very interesting stories. None of which will I recall for you right now. No. One of them is he revived some lady who was mad that that he revived her. And he was just like, I'm glad you're alive to be mad at me. Oh yeah, we already did these. Okay. There we go. No. Okay, let's go this way. See what I got. Oh. Thought Peak. It's our forecast for tomorrow. Let's just say bring an umbrella. Next up, traffic. Oh, because of the weather. I get it. Bowser's victory pose. I brought it up before. It needs saying. Bowser's victory pose from the Japanese version should have been in this. They should have went that route. And I'm surprised they didn't. I don't want to go that way. We're going to go this way. Jellyfish. Get the jellyfish. No, no. Nah, I miss it. I can't get it with that one. You know what? You're gonna thought peek. There it is. It's a. You'll know you're a grown-up when your joints ache like mine. Ah, I hate that one. I hate that he wound up being right. Stupid jellyfish. There you go. Now your joints can go ahead and ache all you want. Risuski or Risussi Annie was the CPR dummy. So this is a real thing. Stupid jellyfish reminding me to not jump out of bed in the morning. Who had crystals? This? You guys. See, and this was why I wrote it all out once. Website's defunct now, so it doesn't matter. But this is why I wrote it all out once, because sometimes people are like, let me just hyperfixate over this one thing. Sarge Smash. He stared at his gray name until he stopped. Until I stopped staring at the gray name. Okay. Let's use HP Rain. Got it. That healing really makes me think of Final Fantasy Tactics, which I need to play, which is definitely a Final Fantasy. You know why? Because they labeled it a Final Fantasy. Culex does have the Xerus crystals. He really does. Yeah. Goes back to what I was saying earlier. I would consider this a Final Fantasy-like. Absolutely. You never did the bigger Culex? Oh, is that one of the post-game things? Or what? I don't know anything about that. Oh. Clown Barrage. This is my favorite one. I like the clowns. How would you define clown? Nah, I'm just kidding. But see, this is what I was saying earlier, Mr. Tempered. Definitions are not qualitative remarks. Like again, it's not like you look up dog and it's like, dogs are dogs because dogs are good. You know, like that doesn't make any sense. Like Final Fantasy has a lot of terrible games in it. It's just a fact. It's not like the only, Final Fantasy games are the good ones. There's most Final Fantasy games are bad, but dogs are good. I'm a cat person, so this is why we have a different definition of dogs. Okay, let's do... Ooh, there's all kinds of things here. Okay, we're going to do that, and then... No. There we go. Lawful. Oh, I missed it. No. Everything you say is a qualitative remark. I've learned this to be true. Accurate. Oh, they hit the one guy that's not defending, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna get it right here. Watch. Burp. Got him. Ha ha. Huh? Oh, that's it? He just says, huh? I feel a little ripped off. Where's the heavy-handed philosophy? Oh, maybe because he was asleep, huh? Could be. Oh, that one. Okay, Mario. How about hit this guy? I can't get the timing on that. Okay, Shaman. My boy. I got him. Okay, cats are just narcissistic dogs. They're narcissistic, cleaner, less needy dogs, than if that's true. Are mimes clowns? No. I could entertain a mime being like a subgenre of clown. But I think they're from different evolutionary strains. Dogs are the best sidekicks. See, this is the problem. I'm a cat person streamer with too many dog persons in chat. That's why you guys can't agree with anything sensible. Is because cat person and dog persons don't speak the same language. They just don't. I go meow meow meow. You go bow wow wow. C.S. Lewis book that starts making it similar to talking about how when you use words in such a qualitative sense, you make the words useless. Is that abolition? I took some linguistic philosophy from Lewis. What's up, Elixir Merchant? Oh, I said hi to you earlier. I don't know what you said huh to. Are you a cat person or a dog person, Elixir Merchant, or just a person who likes animals? Tend to not associate tactics with mainline number 2 is not going to debate on NerdTube defending. You're going to do a debate on NerdTube defending tactics is the best PSF. Oh, I mean, you're correct. Hey, Mage, if you need any fuel for that debate, let me know. Because I also agree. I think tactics is the best of the PS1 FFs that are new games on PS1. Somebody could be like, what about Chrono Trigger? Because here's the thing. People don't listen to what you're saying. They just look for some moment where they can say gotcha. People don't like hear each other anymore. They just look for an opportunity to score points. I think you learn mimicry in clown college. Okay, so subgenre. You're a cat person too? See, that's why I like you better than your brother. What if you're okay with both cats and dogs? No, that makes you a good person. Cat person too, just being invoice. And you're you're insulting my grasp of the English language. Invoice and obnoxious aren't even close, man. Come on. All right, I think if you're gonna pour fuel on the fire, you gotta be ready to get burned a little bit. Generally, like both cats and dogs, more of a duck person. I'm a fish person. This is why, this is why we don't get along, because I'm all blub blub and you guys bow wow. So I'd rather take you up by pick a brain. Yeah, if you need a horrible brain to pick. Oh, it's mere Christianity. That's right. I was dealing with the bother baseline, the crooked line, the straight line, that sort of thing. It's been a long time. I listened to an audiobook on that one not too long ago. When your microphone has autocorrect. Well, that's the great thing, is even if you were on microphone, you'd still sound like an idiot. I'm just kidding. You know what? You were on my podcast and you meant to say obnoxious and you said invoice instead. I believe it's at minute 55 and 3 seconds in. It was right after you said Doki Doki Picnic that I was like, Cinco, you'd tell me if you were having a stroke, right? And you were like, don't be so invoice. Oh yeah, no. This is how I wheedle an apology out of you. Eventually you'll get to that point. But I'm still on that because I think you can take it. Unless you can't take it. In which case, then I'll have to apologize to you, and that sounds stupid. I don't want to apologize. Yeah, but no apology. I'm not just gonna let it go. You can apologize, and then I'll go ahead and back off. But that's how it works among gentlemen. Doki Doki Picnic, Doki Doki Knick-Knack, Doki Doki Kit Kat bars. You're crying on your now cold Korean fried chicken. Tears aren't an apology, single play. All right, you get down on your knees and tell me you love me. Because I could smell you getting off the elevator. Let's see. Baron's cat doesn't like you. I'm not surprised. If you're a dog person, cats don't like you. Let's see. Knick-Knack, Paddywhack, give the cat a bone. Do cats like bones? Okay, back to the video game. I might lose this fight. Oh, it's gonna happen. Let's see. Yep. Got it. I really don't think you'd need to get the cure times because the cures are pretty strong on this. They're pretty beefy. Psych Bomb. Let's try it. Let's do... Oh, hit repeatedly for more damage. Okay. Well, they didn't lose. They ran away and they lived to fight another day. Your cat has mental issues because of the pandemic. So you're going to need to put out a little more explanation on that. Your cat has issues because of the pandemic. What happened? What happened in the pandemic that your cat was like, I know, insanity? Oh, I think I missed. Oh, no, I got it, nonetheless. Yeah, we have to know. You can't just drop that. I can't get it. Can't get it. Single play, every second that goes by that you don't apologize, your Korean chicken's is going to get colder. Eventually, it'll be maximum coldness. Like absolute zero. It will be the temperature of the vacuum of space. And then what are you going to do? You can't eat it. So it's at any moment now. It's coming. We're out of this stuff. I got to remember to remind me I need to use a flower jar in between battles. Otherwise, I'm not going to have any of that stuff. I can't get that one. No, not Bowser. Ooh, that was pretty close. How do you like them apples?
Shaman. I think I missed that too. Right here. No, too early. You gotta wait for his arm to go up. There it is. Alright, he's dead. I didn't have to do that. Dangerously hot, potentially. Oh yeah, what happened? The tears make it salty? Yeah, but salty and absolute zero, that sounds like it isn't. I don't owe... no. Okay, I'll tell you what. I will owe Cinco Play Korean fried chicken after he delivers the apology that he owes me. Otherwise, I'm not going to back off. You back off, like, you could take, like, the macho approach of, like, oh, yeah, no, we're even. Or you could wait until the official language is delivered, and then you get your Korean fried chicken at hot temperature. If it gets that cold, just keep going. Oh, below absolute zero? Oh, dang. Okay, I got my cat the day the world shut down, so she didn't see anyone for years. And then we had my neighbor cat sit for us, and he chased her around the house trying to pull her from... oh, yeah, too fast. Pull her out from under a bed. So she panics hard when anyone other than my wife and I is around. Oh, dang. So you got pandemic kitty. That's actually a wild story. Okay, if I get Korean chicken for Cinco, you have to get enough for everyone or it's rude. No. If I get an apology from everyone, then everybody gets a Korean fried chicken. Well, you didn't say how much Korean fried. Tried reporting out. No, a real apology. What are you, like 5? This is like what my kids were doing when they were like 4 years old. Apologize to your brother. And they're like, I'm sorry you're such an idiot. Gosh. Come on, Seiko. You're like my age. You could do it. Suck it up, big boy. You got it. Oh, she almost gave my niece a chance once more, and then my younger niece made a loud sound. Oh, dang it. Negative temperature is possible below absolute zero. It's supposedly very hot, though. Well, that's confusing. It, like, goes in a big circle. Canadian lockdown was more harsh. Was it harsher than California lockdown, though? Because I wasn't looking. Because I was on California lockdown, and... Oof. No, a real apology, Baron. Nah, just kidding. All right, you know what? What are you apologizing for, Baron? You're like way closer to getting Korean chicken than Cinco Play right now. He's like, just gotta give a real apology. That's it. Let's see. Let's do this one. California is kind of nuts. Yeah, can confirm as somebody who lived there for like way too long. Way too long. It's pretty bad. I feel like California is like that one Dave Chappelle monologue that he gave on SNL once, where he's like, he comes out of the house, he's like, everything you think we're doing in that house is exactly what we're doing. And then he uses his credit card to cut up some cocaine and goes right back inside. Right? No, now see, look, this is Cinco Play just refuses to apologize, and then he's gonna be like, "Yeah, back off, man." No, you don't just get to throw out like debased insults and then walk away scot free. If you want me to back off, then you gotta do an apology. That's the way it works, like a man. It's what Abraham Lincoln would have wanted. Why is this so crooked? Let's see. Really don't have anything to apologize for. No, I don't think you do. But like, I've been pretty tolerable for the most part. I think the worst that you ever got, Baron Red Wing, was that one time you agreed with your brother. And that was, I almost couldn't take it. It was that intense. Just kidding. It wasn't that bad. It was, yeah. No, I don't think you've been that bad. Nobody has anything to apologize for today. Except for Infinite Metal, Deoxer, Third Strongest Mole, Cinco Play, Mr. Tempered, Elixir Merchant, Major Rage TV, Aegis Runestone. Not Aaron's Aaron. That guy's cool. I don't know. I think that's it. Yeah, Aegis, you know. Only you get to do that. Only I get to do that.
Oh, no, just kidding. I really don't have a response to that statement. so I decided to also go with a 5-year-old thing. That's my. You know what? It would be great. Like, oh, why can't we do this? Okay, here's a question. Right. So Mr. Tempered suggested having a debate day. Obviously, we're not debating anymore. Now we're just trying to squeeze an apology out of single play. Might be his first one ever. Have you ever apologized to anybody single play? Curious question. On debate day, would anybody else like to hop on a microphone and like actually do like voice debating? Or do you guys just want to like, you know, post typos in chat and expect me to understand what it is that you're saying? Because we could do that. It's just as entertaining. If all you need to do is hear me scream into a microphone, then I got you, bubbies. I got you back. You could give the fresh chicken to Elixir Merchant. He's great. Sorry for trying to deceive you to get chicken. Want to try the Korean chicken? Oh, you've never had Korean chicken at all for anything? Do you have anything to apologize for? Okay, I have to think really hard because Major Rage TV might be the nicest person in chat. It's hard for me to think of somebody nicer in chat than Major Rage TV. I'm trying to think of something he has to apologize for. Maybe you could apologize for being too nice, you know? Infinite Metal Insulted Math. You know what's hilarious is it's a loop, right? You guys think it's entertaining for me to scream at you. I think it's entertaining for some of the things you guys come up with. You apologize for Sonic Heroes. Aegis, what did you do? You haven't beaten Final Fantasy IV yet. That's what. You got to get on that. I need you to finish it like today. When I do something wrong, I always apologize. Yeah, right. I think debate day makes more sense when there's more than one voice. Yeah, but would it be fun? I mean, I would love to invite people on chat, but if they're going to be butthurt, then you don't get a microphone, you know? And if you can't apologize, you don't get a microphone. And if you have absolute zero fried chicken, you don't get a microphone. So there's going to be some strict laws here. You might even consider this a game. to earn a microphone. Because if we think of multiplications again, you know, that's what we got to do. Let's see. Major Rage TV is the adult in the room, and he doesn't even have a microphone. If I had one microphone, and I could only give it to one person, I'd give it to Major Rage TV. I would. Mostly because I enjoy flattery, and also because he's a really nice person. Y'all need to take notes. That dude's super nice. He's like good old American hospitality. There you go. I like to save the salty for the stream. Why did I beat an FF4 so many times? No, Aegis. Oh, you're gonna lie on top of the thing that you need to apologize for? Come on. You gotta beat Final Fantasy IV for the first time, and then you could use Paladin Cecil for your profile pic. It works out. I think my throat's going to give out from today. It'll be called Final Fantasy Talk Show. So it's a canon Final Fantasy. If we were Square Enix, then maybe. But also, let me fill out that argument. I never said Chrono Trigger is canon. Canon is a horrible concept. Canon is like a really bad, especially if you talk canon in any context of Final Fantasy. So I don't think that Chrono Trigger is canon Final Fantasy. Just let's that be clear. If we actually have a difference about, I'm sure we could find something. Oh, exclusives. Major Rage TV. We could talk about exclusives. I remember, I think that was the only thing we've ever disagreed on, is the nature of exclusives and if they're good or not for the industry. And I've had that debate a couple times. You apologize that Sega never made a proper game cart for Sonic X Shadow Generations for Switch 2 and never provided an upgrade for Switch 1 owners. Thank you. Apology accepted. Who's next? Mr. Tempered needs to apologize for Anindo Way of the Ninja. Honestly. I'd make Ravaging Justice do it, but he's not here. And Mr. Temper needs to do it. I have an apology for you. For all of you. Canon is best in B. Yes. What can we have? A mock trial? Yeah, sure. As long as we can guarantee that the jury's not stacked. Because that's the thing. Is like, it's definitely going to be a chat versus streamer thing. Like, if I get to be the judge, then sure. And Nindo cannot be apologized for? You might need to apologize for that. Oh, you do apologize. For what? You got to say it. Oh, see, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Some people can grow a mustache, but they can't apologize. Stares at Mr. Tempered's name. I used to watch a Twitch comedy stream that would put other streamers on trial. Like, and they weren't there, or were they there? Do a full jury selection process. Yes. Yes. Well, what would we debate, though? You know? Ah, shoot. There we go. Oh, there's more than one. Well, hello, hello. Oh, yeah. And that flower tab. Okay, where's this one? That was a good apology for me to poop on. Well done. A little comedy insult dog there. The streamers were there. Okay, well that's good. Oh! Oh! There it is. I think we're also going to need to come up with topics. Because you can't really show up and just argue about nothing. Like, we need like general... We need like a general topic with like subtopics. I used to be a guard here until Valentina snatched away all my keys and gave me the boot. Guess I won't be needing this master key anymore. Would you like it? Oh, heck yeah. Alright, here you go. Just don't tell me what you're going to do with it. Got the Castle Key 1. Go on, take this. Got a flower jar. A dip in the hot springs would perk the king up in a jiffy. Hey, did you know? Valentina's got a huge egg in the middle of the room. It spits out eggs from time to time, and sometimes, when you shield yourself, the eggs will ricochet off of you. Did you know that there are hot springs around here? Sure did. No. Oh, 2 apologies from Aegis Runestone. Apologize for Square Enix being so hard for game key cards that they put games on them which don't need them. There you go. We can too show up and argue about nothing. No, you can't. No, just kidding. It should be a debate on all the things that chat argue about. Is Anindo good? Is Chrono an FF? How do you pronounce Marley? Winning arguments are binding. Binding? I don't think so. I mean, like, like in a real debate, yeah, but you know, this is not gonna be. This is like for jokes and stuff like that, you know, or you get like butt hurt over things. I don't think we need to make that binding. We should add redeems for Ace Attorney's objection. Sorry it took me this long to apologize for something. Aaron's, you know what? We let you off the hook though. We did. I think I just met you today. Like, I apologize. See, I wish more people could be like Aaron's. Why can't you be like your brother Aaron's? He's always apologizing for something. And Aaron's. He, they, I don't know. I just noticed you have the NASA logo. That's rad. I just went to Mission Control not too long ago. Super cool. Oh, no. Who could have foreseen this? Okay, we're just gonna let it go. And how about we just stick with this? Oh, you know what? All the videos on how to pronounce her name? What videos are we citing, though? Are we citing, Are we setting Final Fantasy VII Remake where they pronounce the name as Marley? Because it's in there. So, which videos are we talking about? Oh no, crying Batman. That's not an apology. With no cooldowns? Oh no. Pronunciation is dialectical. Now this is the part where I get to accuse you of making up words. Oh my goodness. I'm getting tired. Tired of your crap. Nah, just kidding. Is Mario a red mage? Discuss. Here's the thing though, is like we argue about some things in chat. And oh, you know what we could argue about is a math worksheet that gives you a score at the end of it, a video game. There's some things that we're gonna argue about that I really don't care about too. Like we could have debates on things that I have like no no strong feelings about either way. We could do that. Do that group hug. That's what this group needs today. The group needs apologies and the group needs group hugs. I've decided. I can't get that one. All like the weapons at this stage in the game, I can't get the timing for. And I would have gotten that one too if it hadn't missed. Oh. 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 Why? Like, why is this happening? That still didn't kill him? There we go. Whew. No, the math sheet is designed to teach. No. No, the how to pronounce videos which are not video game related. Oh, okay. So they would have things like Sephiroth in them and stuff like that. You never accused me of making up words. That's true. I apologize, Infinite Metal. I apologize for accusing you of making up words. Red doesn't know what dialectical means? Okay. This is coming from a guy that didn't know what portmanteau means. There's a physical and magical adeptness that posit he is a red mage. He even wears red. Yes! See? There you go. I just did. I apologized to Infinite Metal. Isn't the debate stream the appropriate place? No, no. Today I'm beating the dead horse on apology until I get one from single play. Well, it's probably not going to happen, but I'm not going to let it go until it does. I'm not going to end the stream until single play apologizes. Man streams for 5,000 million hours straight and then dies. Apology in the old sense of a set of arguments defending a position. Oh yeah, like an apologetic. Right, not being apologetic. Quiz on diabetes isn't a game, but Captain Novolin is. Yeah, it is gamified. Shipping. Oh, so wait. Are we debating like the Titanic versus like the HMS Dragon? Or are we debating, yeah, like Cinco says, like UPS versus FedEx? Or are we debating like Clody versus Clarith versus Kate 13? That's stupid. You should apologize over the fried chicken debacle? And what debacle? If there had been a debacle, then I would apologize for it. Portmanteau. I think my grandfather cut that when he was in the Navy. Somebody did that joke earlier as the third strongest mole. Now you owe us an apology. Everybody needs to apologize today. You'll feel better. Cinco, you'll have warmer chicken. It's true. Alright, get this chub out of here, and then let's get this guy. Hey, right here. This is probably my favorite one right here. I love it. Super unnecessary, but it's freaking amazing. Like, how does it make the impact of Bowser's gigantic body like more powerful if he has an invincibility star? Chicken debacle. Oh, maybe it's pronounced chicken debacle. Yeah, we're doing the HP. I should double my efforts. Okay, you better do that, because the Emperor will be most pleased in your apparent lack of progress. My half of single play invoke. No. Hang on. We cannot do apologies on behalf of somebody unless you're married. That's the only time you could do an apology on behalf of somebody, or like a kid. You know, you like immediate family. You could do an apologies for, but you cannot apologize on behalf of single play. I should have. For all crimes, sins, mistreatment, and discomfort issued from the above part of Red Mage over the course of history. Oh, dang, we're going the big time apology. Dang, I wish. There's that one time that, yep. Let's keep going. This is a big dungeon. I don't remember it being this big. Oh, boy. Man, I got kids to feed. I gotta get out of here. Let's see. We're gonna do a thought peek. Peek those thoughts. Did I get it? I made a noise. You are magnificent. Oh yes, yes. Why can't chat be more like these blue bird enemies? Yeah, Blizzard now and then, but I'd put up with that for the you are magnificent. I would. Oh, you're going to need to show a birth certificate. I don't know. I'm not going to believe it. So, single play today walks away with cold Korean fried chicken. And owing apologies and back pay on child support. Dang. I think I came out of today's stream on top. Retract Infinite Metal's apology on behalf of single play. Oh, no. Wait, are you two related? I didn't know this. Are you related in the same way that Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy are related? Because you might be pretty related. Like, yeah, we might be getting, like, you know. Move to Alabama where the kind of thing is tolerated. Level of relations here. Apologies to everybody from Alabama. See, it's easy. You just apologize for things that you say that were wrong. I did it. I did it in, like, in front of 100 million people last year. You can do it. Believe. You just gotta believe. Bowser. Terrorize. Why not? Ooh. There we go. It's early. It feels really early. Ugh. All right, he chonk, and now he's gone. Oh, here we go. Why are you watering an egg, y'all? La-dee-da. There you go, big eggy. I'll give you plenty of nutrients, so grow to be big and strong.
Oh, Mario's already here. He's a fast one, he is. Yep. Can't get nothing past me. Oh, it won't open. It's locked. I'm so lonely. Will you play with me? Thanks. Oh no. We didn't thought peek. I should have used a flower thing. I told you to remind me. Can someone marry Cinco and then apologize on behalf of him and then divorce him? See, somebody probably could, and that's probably going to be the best way to get an apology out of Cinco play, because it's not happening otherwise. This is why you aren't invited to a wedding. Behave while you're gone. Imagine if once Mr. Tempered left, then everybody's just like a perfect, well-behaved angel in chat. That would be pretty amazing. But I don't know. Mr. Temper will miss you. I'll see you next time, huh? Take care of yourself, and don't feel too bad about the Korean fried chicken. Don't rush me. Yeah, it is early. It's early on that one. Oh boy, here we go. Oh yeah, everybody's favorite character. So I took my kids to... On Birdo. I took my kids to McDonald's several weeks ago. Like after we saw Mario Galaxy movie. And they had like little characters, like keychains from the movie. And my sons were like, oh, guess which one I'm going to get? And I was like, you're going to get Mario, you're going to get Luigi. And one of them got Mario, I think. And one of them got Birdo, and it was like verge of tears right there. So I do apologize to him for getting Birdo, because that's what good people do. They apologize when an offensive thing is. Is you told me I wasn't invited because of drinking problem. Oh, dang. Today was a weird day. Today was a weird day. Chat's got some emotional outbursts. Oh, and I've got the emotional outs, sure. Here we go. Oh, got it. Oh, straight sevens. If someone has to finish me off, I'm glad it'll be you. That's a little weird, Birdo. Okay, here we go. Bosses could add way more health than this, feels like. Ah, missed it. Tee-hee, ouch, you're hurting me. She's like, hurt me more. Get it while it's hot. And just spits an egg at you. That's the big surprise. There we go. Got him. Oh, 4 in a row. Okay. Alright, Gino, you gotta go. 9 eyes. Someone needs to apologize to Birdo? Who? I think Miyamoto should apologize to Birdo. I mean, you know, 10-year-old boy didn't want Birdo as a so I complained to the manager. I did. And they gave me a lifetime supply of chicken nugs. It was great. You had to be there. Oh, I'm never going to let you go. You're just too cute. Why are you going to be so weird, Birdo? You know? Like, what a thirst trap. Oh, here. Yeah, give me that key. All right. Go back to the save point, because I'm a thrifty gamer who saves frequently. Alright, I think we're going to save the last bit. Yeah, there it is. Birdo, I apologize for Red's take on Chrono Trigger. See, you still can't do it. Someday he's going to man up and he's going to do it. Oh, yeah. Alright, today
We got to witness Cinco play being pushed right to the edge of his cold Korean chicken. It was a long one. It was a really long. It's 4 o'clock. Can you believe I ignored my kids for 3 hours for this? For this! I mean, come on. Well, that's all right. It was a good time. Good time was had by all. It's cathartic. Oh, okay. He's still doing it. Hey, so this serious business, okay? Stud Muffin, who pops in here from time to time. We're going to rate him. He is doing a fundraiser for Starlight charity that raises funds for children in the hospital. So, again, serious business. Go in there. At the very least, give him a follow. If you can find it in your heart and your wallet to donate some funds to a good charity, then do so while we're there. And I'll see you all next time. Take care of yourself. Seiko, yeah. One day.